The realest, best podcast in the game.
Earlier when I saw that Jim Jones video, all I could think about was,
oh my God,
you're a victim.
I was disgusted.
That's literally the first
emotional damage.
Like the first reply.
That was so disgusting.
Is that you're a victim.
Literally.
When he said she was 17, I was just like, that doesn't
that is.
Wait, what happened to him?
His mother talked about it.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Well, he said it was a joke. But in the video where he's saying it's a joke, it's like he's saying it was a joke while also explaining how it's not that big a deal, which kind of makes it seem like it's
not a joke at all.
It's very confusing.
It wasn't a joke. He was dead serious.
You can speak out loud.
I couldn't get it to like that one. It doesn't zoom out that far, so I have to move it like back so that the pictures are like the same.
Smoking out the window. I hate when people have iPhones, but their pictures look like gas station CCTV footage.
Maybe they got an old iPhone.
I guess.
Maybe they have an iPhone 5.
I mean, I be seeing like people's pictures even with like their I have an 8, which isn't old per se, but it's pretty old in my eyes, and I be seeing people who got like the 3 cameras iPhone phone pictures, and I be like, this looks like it was shot with God's eyes.
No, literally, them things crispy.
Oh man.
And we back.
How do you guys feel about cover letters?
I hate
for
letters.
jobs, they're stupid. Why am I begging you for a job?
I'm so glad that I'm so glad that the tide is turning. But the problem is that the people who still are hiring for jobs are not like us yet. And so there are still people requiring or wanting, right? And especially they'll have a job where it doesn't require, but if you don't have one, they won't actually consider you.
Yes.
But you have mainly an entire generation who all are pretty staunch in the fact that cover letters are nonsensical and stupid and need to be extinct. And so the workforce and the actual worker, well, the job force and the labor force, being the workers, are at this standstill when it comes to cover letters. Which is, it's just interesting. That's why I wanted to know y'all thoughts, because I was going to start out bashing cover letters, but then I was like, maybe one of y'all thinks like
you
they're
really
essential.
thought one of us was gonna be like, oh yeah, I love cover letters.
Yeah, people
they make
surprise
everything
you.
so much easier.
No.
I mean, not that it's easier, but I could imagine it's like when you're in school and you assume that all of your classmates hate homework, then that one dweeb's like, I love homework. Like, okay.
I remember in 4th grade there was
Shut
this
up,
girl that
Gerald.
asked for more her homework. I was like,
She asked for more.
yeah.
I know a kid who asked for more homework.
Huh?
She was bragging about it.
Where did I get this from? Oh, my ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah,
He went where?
He went to Lovejoy.
You know what I don't like?
Far.
When you're in the bathroom and it's locked, and somebody comes and wiggles the thing and sees that it's locked, and then they'll proceed to knock on the door.
Yeah, because what do you want me to say? Peeing, that's
no, literally.
like you saw it was locked. You
Why
think it's
are you
locked for no
knocking?
reason?
Like, don't do that.
What I hate is somebody who jiggles the handle more, as if that's gonna open the door.
I said, I'm getting in here
Like,
by any means.
you're upset, like you didn't knock at all, and you
We're
just
4 seconds from me kicking this down. Like,
bro.
nah,
That happened
yeah.
to me at least 3 times at Phantom. It was so annoying.
I feel like it may be more out of embarrassment, because you may feel like if you don't see anything at all, now it's more uncomfortable than if I just say something.
This coming up has reminded me of a kind of awkward story. So a few weeks ago, a friend of mine from high school had their graduation party for they graduated college. And the party is winding down, it's coming to an end, people are leaving, but I'm not leaving yet because was there a reason why I wasn't leaving yet? Yes, I was waiting for something. I was waiting for someone to give me some information to then ask the person whose party it was this question so that I could get that person the answer that they wanted or whatever. And so like I said, it's winding down, but I'm not the only person not leaving. There's a few other people, so it's not just going to be me sitting there being awkward. Nevertheless, that's all just giving you environment. None of it's directly relative. What's directly relative is the light in the bathroom has been on the whole night.
Okay.
So the light being on is
can
no
see where this is
indication
going.
If
of
somebody's
someone's
in
in there or not. But also, it's one of those bathrooms that's pretty tightly sealed as a door, so you can barely even tell if the light's on if the door's closed anyways. And because of that, this awkward moment happened where I get it, right? I guess the normal decorum of life, for some people it's knock first with a bathroom, and some people it's try handle first. And I'm a try handle first person, right? So I'd be like the person in that instance, try to handle. I see us locked, I backs off, I stands to the side, let you finish, you know what I mean? Avoid eye contact as you exit. I go in after you. Well, the door was unlocked. Rightfully so, you would think it's time for
Nobody's
me
in
to
there.
handle my business.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
And as I open, a young woman who's using the bathroom is standing up and says, I don't remember if she says I'm in here or like it's just something towards that degree, and I'm just like close it really fast. Now, what's really awkward is it's only so many people at this graduation party.
Left.
So it's not one of those situations where it's like, oh, it's a lot of people. You don't. No, I've learned every person's name. We've played games with all of our so I know this person. Not know them, but it's like not possible for me to just be like, oh, this is just a bare stranger. Like I just spent the last 3 hours having some levels of interaction with this person with
Right.
some level of consistency, and I didn't like see nothing important, you know what I mean? But I saw her head as she was standing up. And so it just was so awkward. So I was like, as I closed the door, I'm like, oh my God, that was so awkward. Because she doesn't know what I did or didn't see. I know I didn't see anything important, but it's just
you can't
like,
go to her and be like,
exactly,
I ain't
exactly. And then I'm like, is she gonna tell her boyfriend that I walked in as she was
no.
finishing peeing?
Bro, that's her
If she
fault.
does, is he gonna have a problem? Because I was just like panicked.
It gave you
That's
anxiety.
her fault, bro.
So I leave away from beside the door because I'm thinking to myself, maybe she knows like someone opened the door, but she doesn't know it's
Knows
me.
you, yeah.
So if I'm not near it, I don't snitch on myself. And so I'm not near it, and she comes out at some point, and then I let some time pass. I don't like make it hot. I think I even
Right.
waited for them to leave before I went to use the bathroom. But what made it even more awkward was I'm gonna try and build the visual, right? So you open the door, it opens that way.
Mm-hmm.
There's the sink and the mirror above the sink. From the way it looked in the mirror, because I didn't see her directly, I saw her in the mirror rising. And from the angle by which I saw her in the mirror standing up, it would presume to me that if this is the sink with the mirror, the toilet is over there, like across.
Yeah.
And not like directly in front of the sink clearly, but like to where
Yeah.
that area is
Yeah.
done, it's across. When I got in, the toilet was next to the sink. And I was like, that's not possible because I saw her standing up at this angle. Like, and why would the mirror that's beside her reflect her as I was just so lost.
She wasn't peeing.
And so I just was like,
Stop.
what? I literally, while I'm peeing, I'm like, what was she doing? I just was so confused. It was one of the most awkward moments of life.
Well, she was in there by herself, so what was she doing?
That was her fault.
Now,
It is her fault.
You gotta
And then,
lock the door,
I was
bro.
like, when I got in, I went to lock the door, and it did lock. And so I'm like, okay, so that's her fault. But then when I went to open the door, even though the door was completely closed and the lock did lock,
It's still
like
open.
if I tried to jiggle it, it wouldn't move, but I could open the
it.
door by just
Oh.
pulling. So now I'm like, but when I opened the door, like it did twist. So I'm like, doubting myself, like,
Did it twist?
did it twist?
yeah.
Was that inevitable? Did she do everything in her power and I still walked in on her peeing? It was just the most awkward thing ever.
Ashton, do you have Crocs?
Yeah.
Do you wear them in sport mode?
Oh, I don't have those kind of Crocs. I have Croc slides. I don't have the OG Crocs.
Fancy.
Oh, those the slides are the newer ones.
Yeah.
I would assume
like
that it
them,
was
though.
the opposite.
No,
I would
they
assume that
started
like
off
people
as a shoe.
got upset about the strap. No, people got upset there wasn't a strap and they added one.
Oh no,
There was a strap,
No,
but
those-
then
those
people
are
were like,
crazy.
"I would like Crocs that are sandals,
Strapless.
even though Crocs are already sandals."
Yeah, but
That's
I like having my toes out. Like, so I
They
need-
are out. There are
You be
holes
having
in the
your
shoe.
toes done.
Yeah, that's not. No, that's not. That doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. That
There
does
are
not count as
holes-
having your toes out.
If there is a hole in the shoe,
Can I?
if you
His
didn't
toes
have
are
on
not
socks,
out.
if he didn't have on socks, we could see his toes.
Barely.
Therefore, your toes would be out.
Barely.
Not barely, clearly. There's like
Barely.
17,000
That
holes
does
in
not count
Crocs.
as having your toes out.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
If the rain could hit your bare toe, if you don't have on sock, your toes are out.
No.
And I promise you, if he ain't have on socks, them toes would be feeling that precipitation.
I need more. Those are too like constricting. I need a little.
Did you hear that song recently or something?
I was playing it on the way here,
What song?
smoking out the window. By I was about to say Soul Connection, Silk Sonic.
Not the Soul Connection.
I don't even know who that is. Is that a thing?
The
Yes.
Soul Connection?
Probably.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
That's funny.
Does anybody watch The Witcher?
No, I haven't started
I
it
started,
yet.
Tried
I
to,
watched
fell
the first
asleep.
season and then I realized that it was made after a game.
Yes.
I was upset because I was like, first of all, why is this moving so fast? In the same episode, somebody fell in love and then they were having relationship problems. So I'm like, what's going on?
That happens.
No,
That
but it
actually
was
ain't
like,
as fast as you think.
Nah,
Exactly.
but it's not that
That
simple.
happens.
Like it was something else.
Man, I've been
that,
in love
like,
twice, man. It be that fast, man. Be
I
like, bro,
forgot what the
just got
exact
guess you
episode
hate me already.
But the timeline was moving way too ambiguously. Like it was moving fast, but you couldn't tell how much time had passed. You just know it was like a long time.
I like it.
It's
The
stupid.
Witcher.
It's very stupid. It's got Superman in it though.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It has Henry
Henry
Cavill in it.
Cavill. Yeah.
That's not Superman.
It is
That's the
super-
actor who did play Superman.
That's what I'm saying.
Call him by his name.
I don't know his
He is
name.
not
Henry
Superman.
He played.
You know, black,
10,000 people have
They got
played
Henry in
Superman.
it,
black
so-
people do that a lot.
That's what I'm
'Cause,
trying
like,
to do is erase that.
But that's the
Have
thing.
y'all
Like
seen that
I only
snippet
do it when
from,
I don't know their name.
I think
that's
it's
my
Jimmy
point.
Kimmel.
My point is learn the
When he was
actor's
talking
name.
about Ice
Stop
Cube,
calling them by
and he
their
was like,
roles.
Ice Cube, and I think Kristen Bell was another guest, and he was like, "Oh, let me go say hi." So he walks in, and he was like, "Oh, I was looking for Batman," and Jimmy Kimmel was like, "That's Christian Bale, not Kristen Bell."
That's hilarious.
That's actually
Like I literally
funny.
just
Oh my
corrected
gosh.
somebody last week at Fandom. We were talking about Chris Hemsworth, and then somebody passes
Thor?
it, and it was like, yeah, and like Thor. I was like, no, Chris Hemsworth. And he was just like, yeah, Thor. See, and it's
People
I don't
are not
do it with
their
the
one
ones
role
I-
that you know. They
I don't
are.
do it with people whose name I know by heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
But
And
RDJ
honestly,
is Tony Stark,
He's
I
Robert
He's
understand
Downey
what
Robert
you're
Downey
saying.
Jr. I've never.
but he's Tony Stark.
I understand respecting someone's role, like how they.
He's also
Iron
a black
Man.
man.
The problem becomes, especially with
Did he
us as
step
black
on his
people,
left hand or right hand?
is that we will use knowing a role of someone, and that's just who they are forever.
Facts.
And then we refuse to acknowledge the artist that put on the performance and that puts on the craft. You will be watching Clifton Powell in whatever and be like, oh yeah, that's the man that touched that little girl. Like he did that 3 decades ago. Stop calling people by that one. Oh yeah, there go the Grinch. No, that's Jim Carrey. Stop calling people. Call them
you
who
gotta
they are.
earn that for me, and Henry has not earned that for me.
If you know an iconic role of them, they already earned it.
Nah.
Yes,
It
they
wasn't
did.
good. It wasn't a good enough performance for me to want to know his name.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't even look at his name during the credits.
But
He's a good actor.
Here's
Superman
the problem.
just wasn't a good movie.
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, the name of the movie is Man of Steel, not Superman.
You're right.
Call
Bad
things
movie.
their
So
name.
I was calling him the character still, not the name of the movie.
Right, but even that is wrong intrinsically. Is my
Not
point.
really.
It is.
He don't deserve me to know his name.
Now, if you don't if you know an actor's face, but you can't think of a role of theirs, and you're like, oh, it's, and you can't grasp it.
I get people
then
mixed up
You can
sometimes,
say yeah, they not at that level of radar. If you can name a character that they've played that is iconic and sticks in your memory, whether you think the performance was good or not, to some degree, they have earned a spot in your memory and purview. Learn their
who
name.
Superman was before him.
Real quick, you seen Eternals?
But you just called him Superman, not Christopher Reeves.
What's the young lady that's deaf in Eternals?
But it's not hard to learn a name.
actress?
It's not, but I don't care
She's
about him
definitely
enough. to
Literally
learn
at
his
the
name.
end of the movie,
She
they
is?
show you
Yeah.
everyone who had anything to do with the movie's name.
like I
and
said,
if they're
I
top
didn't look
billing,
at his
like,
name in the
it's the
credits.
first
I left.
thing. It's the first thing. Henry Cavill, Clark Kent / Superman. He was
I
top
left.
billing. You didn't even have to
left.
try to look.
I know, but I didn't care enough to do
Like,
that.
they tell you at the beginning of a movie, at the end of a movie, during all of the promo for a movie.
I couldn't even tell you that.
People just don't. A lot of people.
They still call Dwayne
No, yeah.
The Rock.
They don't.
But he
But
goes by
that's his
Dwayne
nickname.
The Rock
Goes
Johnson.
by
Yeah,
The
that's
Rock.
his, that's
He
that was a
owns
name.
that.
That's different.
And even still,
Is it
He
really?
never played anybody named The Rock.
Yes, he did.
He is The Rock.
The Rock is a character.
The Rock is a character, but it's
But
like
it's-
he
yeah.
made it, like for
Yeah,
himself.
like it's like Ric Flair. Like Ric Flair, even though that's his name.
Oh yeah, I was about to say it's not exactly
Like,
the
what's
same.
But
Ric
like
Flair's
his
name is
character is still. Oh,
Diesel.
What?
Triple H.
You want his kayfabe real name or his actual real name?
Oh my god.
He,
That was
I figured that's what you thought would happen.
he
Because I
has
was
a
like,
he
why
has
would she say
he has a
Vin Diesel?
kayfabe real name.
What's that?
Kayfabe?
Yeah.
So kayfabe is the term that is used for the suspended reality of wrestling, right? So you know how we're like wrestling's not real, right?
Yeah.
Like how Randy Orton isn't like really evil and or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. The world of wrestling and its realities and truths is called kayfabe.
Well, so what's that name?
So his kayfabe real name is Hunter Hearst Helmsley, which is why
What?
he's Triple
That
H.
is
So what's
onomatopoeia.
his real name?
His real name's like Paul something.
Oh. Stone Cold Steve Austin. His real name is Austin, ain't it? Something
I'm
Austin?
pretty sure his name is Austin, but I don't
He
know.
was one of my favorites.
It's not Steve.
It could be.
Thought it was Steve.
Confused.
Bro, these
So
people
wait,
be annoying
if
me.
you know, are WWE wrestlers considered actors then at that point?
Yeah.
No. They're
Somewhat.
considered professional wrestlers because professional wrestling is its own industry. His name's Steve Austin.
How does this man get these places?
Now,
So he
a
just
lot of-
walked out of a jail.
Oh, you talking about Juicy? Yeah,
Yes.
I was watching that earlier.
How does he get access to these facilities?
But
Just
that
hit
looks
me-
like a small jail. So he
I
probably
get-
just went in and was
that
like, I'm
was really
Drewski, can
small,
I
but still.
can you open the gate and then let me leave? But I'm really more like when he had the cop car, like that was real Atlanta police.
Yes.
Like
that.
But
Like,
the
I'm
APD
like-
does not care about
They
nothing.
don't, but
care
still.
This
about
man was
nothing.
inside the Titans. Front,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Titans coaches' offices. What is going on?
But he did do some promo for the Titans too and for the NFL.
Okay.
So like the NFL
He's
like
on a
has
commercial now.
Yeah,
He's in two.
that boy got Budweiser. What's the other one?
Beats.
He has the Beats commercial and the Budweiser
Oh, yeah, I
seltzer
forgot about
commercial.
Good for him.
The Beats one was his first one, but the
I was
Budweiser
highly
one was the more
upset to
senior.
find that Kane and what's the other guy?
Undertaker are not real brothers.
Yeah, I was
Do
highly
they
upset.
look remotely alike, brother?
You want to know something that's probably going to blow your mind even more than that?
What?
Kane is right now the mayor of Knoxville County, Tennessee, and has been for like the past like 8 years.
He's a mayor.
What?
Bet those meetings are fun.
Well, Glenn Jacobs is his name, but I would have been like,
Imagine
Wow.
I bet those meetings
Glenn
are
Jacobs,
are
Mayor
very fun.
Jacobs. That's whack.
What?
I'm sorry.
We doing
go back to
something
being the
good
big
for
red
Knoxville
monster.
County.
Go back to being the big red machine. Dude,
Oh my god.
I'm a mayor now.
Man didn't even get his face burned for real.
You want to know what's funny?
That's what you mad about?
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
He didn't even get his face burned for real. Like, come on, when you a kid and you hearing these stories, like you see these characters, they like, yeah, that man real. He got his
So
face
how old were
burned.
you when you found out that it was all fake?
High school.
That's
I
a
was-
really long time.
yeah, I
I
was
don't
really
remember
young
how
for
old
you.
I was.
I was definitely
maybe
in
like
middle school.
13 or 14.
I had to have been freshly entering into middle school, and it wasn't like somebody told me. I just like was watching.
It's like
And
I
was like,
feel for y'all.
when
I
you
was
tell a
10.
child,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No,
Saint
I
Nicholas.
didn't
I was
know
11.
for a while.
Yeah, I was
why do
10.
they call Santa Claus Santa Claus? If his
Saint
name
Nicholas.
is old
It's
Saint
like
Nick.
Saint Nick.
Saint
I
Nicholas.
don't know, just
Saint
changed over
Nicholas.
time.
Santa Claus. Saint Nicholas.
No.
I don't know.
It's a stretch, but you know it happens.
Different things have different names in different places.
I don't
Coca-Cola's not called Coca-Cola everywhere.
It ain't.
Yeah, like in like other countries, they don't say Coca-Cola on the can. They say their nation's version of the name.
So it
Thought it
says
was just-
Coca-Cola
I-
just in a
it's
different
not
language.
Coke
No,
in
no,
the
no. Like
articles?
sometimes like some countries do that, but in certain countries, it's not called that. Like
Oh, it's like
it's a
something
different
different.
name to them.
So
Because
what
like
is
maybe the
cola?
word like maybe there's like nothing that can like create coca in like their language, and so like they alter it.
Translate
There's
it to
different things
pop.
of that nature.
Yeah.
Different things have
I
different
was in
names in
high
different
school.
regions.
I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, I feel for
I
you
wasn't
because
surprised.
that's a really long time to live with that
I was in like
suspended belief, and then find out like
I was young, bro.
I
I was
love
either
John
just
Cena.
going to middle school or was
He's
in
my
elementary
favorite.
school. Who?
John
John
Cena.
Cena is his favorite. Of
I
course.
always like the Undertaker.
I like
You
Booker T
can't
because
see
he's
me.
black.
Come on, that's lazy. You
It
can't like
was.
Booker T because he's a Hall of Famer or a
Bruh.
five-time
The only thing I knew about
WCW
wrestling, I
champion.
learned from you. Everything I knew about wrestling, I learned from you, bro. Because the only time I watched it was when you was in town. Like, I did not know nothing about it, and you had mad like wrestlers. So like, I just found out
I
about
had
them.
an Undertaker. I
through
had a
you.
Randy Orton. I had an Edge with a steel chair.
You know,
But
what's
then
crazy,
I broke
bro.
the chair part of the
So
steel
how was
chair.
your blood?
That's real. They used to razor blade back in the
What?
day. So they would have razor blades tucked somewhere in their gear and razor blade themselves, so their blood was real. And that's why like people I don't like the term fake. I like the term scripted because what it is scripted.
Yeah,
they are
true.
physically
Yeah.
hoistering each other
Yeah,
around.
they
and
are, yeah.
have real
Yeah.
injuries and it
That's
hurts really
choreographed,
bad.
yeah, they choreographed.
Bad Bunny had to train for a year to do 2 matches. Like,
Wow.
and
Bad
because-
Bunny was in the.
Yeah, he wrestled at WrestleMania with Damian
Did
Priest.
Floyd
Did he
really
win?
break?
Well,
What's
it's a
his
tag
name,
team
nose?
match, and
The
he's a
big-
celebrity.
punched him.
No
What do you-
celebrity loses at WrestleMania.
Really?
I don't think a celebrity's ever lost at WrestleMania.
That's no fun.
That's the point of them being like, why would you have
Yeah,
a
why would
celebrity
I
come
want
to
her to
lose?
lose?
Exactly.
Why would
Make 'em
I,
lose.
whoever I am in whatever industry, come and then lose at the granddaddy of them all? You better make me win.
Yes.
What do
Is
I?
Vince McMahon still
What
the
if
head
Peter
honcho?
Dinklage was in one?
What?
What if Peter Dinklage was in one?
That's
he
my
wouldn't
guy.
be. He wouldn't be close to the first small person. So is it
I
just
do-
about
I
Peter
know- I know who
Dinklage,
that
or is it
is.
about small people?
I was just
What I was calling him.
He's
Tyrion.
not even close to the first small person.
Tyrion.
There
You're
are
probably right. I feel like
I'm not probably right.
I feel like
First of
I
all,
knew that,
Hornswoggle
but
is
didn't
the
know
most
that.
famous little person who's a wrestler. Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
That's a funny name.
Yeah, he was. Well, his gimmick was that he was the Irish son of this Irish wrestler named Finlay.
Oh,
but
I remember
Finlay's
him.
actually Irish and Hornswoggle is not Irish. But then they did this whole gimmick where Hornswoggle was actually Vince McMahon's illegitimate son, which he's not. He's a grown man, but nevertheless.
I remember that.
And then he was
This is a
also
lot.
the anonymous
It's
Raw
like Game
general
of Thrones.
manager at one point. I'm just saying a lot of different things that like.
I always wanted to date a little person.
Stop saying. Don't say that.
So if you don't know who we are,
Don't say
Is that
that.
not politically
And-
correct?
I
and-
feel like
don't
this isn't the first time you've said something.
It's
And
not.
if you're family, welcome back to the YSO
is that bad?
Podcast,
You
a
can't
podcast
say
for
that.
the youth, by the youth, being the voice of the
Yeah,
youth,
that brother's starving.
by giving voice. You're giving a voice to the youth. You already know it's 2022. It's your boy. Birth certificate says Emmanuel. They know me as Saint Even, but you can just call me God's favorite.
And I am Tyrion Lannister. Sorry. Hey guys, it's Ashton.
Thank you. He did it for me. Because that's all I was about to say.
Oh my god. What's going on, man? I'm gonna take a page out of my brother's book. It's your boy Aaron. You feel me?
Aaron who?
Yeager.
Who is that?
Eren Yeager.
He's the main character of Attack on Titan and the greatest MC, in my opinion, in life. But that's also because I've only watched like 4 anime ever.
Just wait.
Well, for like a lot of. I've seen like tons of anime, but only like a lot
But that's
of
like
4.
real anime. Like, because
Not
Dragon
really.
Ball Z is anime, but it ain't like anime.
Actually, I wasn't
Yes,
even a
it
big
is.
Dragon Ball fan in life. I'm
It's
only,
just old. That's all it is. Dragon Ball is literally
but yeah, Dragon Ball
the
anime.
one of the biggest 3 selling.
But when you tell people like,
Mangas
yeah, I watch
and
anime,
Shonen Jump.
nobody goes to Dragon Ball. They go to Attack on Titan or the Devil. What's the Devil
Now,
thing?
That's because
What
anime
devil
is
thing you
bigger
talking
now.
about?
But also that's because of anime purists. Like all the people
talking
who are
about, like,
I've been
Devilman
I've been watching
do you
anime
know
since
that?
middle school. See?
that's not one you're supposed to know
Why?
because it's not like mainstream and popular.
That's the purist. That's the reason why you're saying exactly what you're saying. when you say you watch anime, the purists will name you don't know Devil May Cry Baby.
No,
and
I'm
you're
not
like,
saying. I'm not
dang
saying.
right I don't, but now you do because one purist said it
No,
to you. Then you
see,
say it in front of another purist, and
the
they're like,
way I
"How do
see
you
it-
know that?"
The way
We
I
only
see
talk
it,
about that in the ritual meetings.
They gatekeep
That's
it.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
See, for me, I don't like do that. I'm just saying that's
do you
not
know
something
that?
that's mainstream, so I don't know how you would
No, that's
know
like
about
the,
that.
the J. Cole when he was looking at Narwhal like,
Right.
who told you
told
that
you that?
information? That was a good interview though. I like that. I think that's one of my favorites.
That
I'm
man's
not gonna
a
lie.
fed.
As J. Cole was giving him his flowers, I was really like, "Yo, hip hop has not given Nardwuar his flowers like as a community.
Nardwuar's a
Even
fed.
like
He's
Gotta
a
be.
legend,
He
bro.
got CIA.
he's not
connects.
a fed. He is nosy. He looked nosy. Like he looked like he just know how to find information.
But
He's
it'd
like
be
a
funny,
guinea
like he
pig
just be
for
name
information.
dropping stuff and want them to word associate.
Yo.
And they be looking like, what are you talking? Oh,
One of my favorite ones is
you
when he
just
did
know
Ugly
my
God's
life
interview.
like
Because Ugly God used to go by Young Hermit Crab. And so Nardwuar goes, young? And then Ugly God, being ignorant, says the P word, bacon. And he's just like saying something just for the sake of saying it. And then Nardwuar goes, hermit? And Ugly God's like, he loses his mind and then proceeds to say that he was Young Hermit Crab for a week. That was his rap name for a week. And then
What?
he changed it to Ugly God. He was like, how do you know that? I was Young Hermit Crab for 1 week.
well, you're a young, you're an ugly guy.
Yeah,
What's the
There's
There's-
no way.
we have to
Somebody
know
got to
these
investigate
things.
this man.
That man Nardwuar do get his information.
Yeah, he does.
But
I'm
he
afraid
puts-
of what he gonna pull up if I ever talk to him.
I have to have a Nardwuar interview because I want the gifts too. And that's another thing. Like, not only do you have those moments of like someone pulling up and saying these old things or important things, you get gifts. No other interviewer gives you gifts.
Like,
Like,
And they be
that should
good,
make
meaning-
Nardwuar number
Yes.
one off rip.
They be
Like,
good, meaningful gifts.
like,
too.
bro, this is really sentiment. Like, here's a quarter of the placenta from when you were born.
why do you still have that?
Thank you. How'd you get your hands on this? And
why is that still?
what am I
in
supposed to do
existence?
with it? Like, Nardwuar be doing this thing, man. Shout out Nardwuar. And you know,
man got
all great
160
journalists.
So
Except Vlad.
No, Vlad
Yeah,
be trying
Vlad-
to trap them.
Vlad
He be trying to
trying.
trap all
Vlad
them
is the
niggas.
feds.
Yeah, Vlad is
Literally.
definitely 100% fed material. This man had an interview with Surf talking about some. Who did I get indicted? I ain't get nobody indicted. Casanova indicted off of Vlad's interview. That happened like literally 2 months after, bro. That video did not age well at all.
That is so true.
I was like, yo.
and that's
he
like
can't-
that's literal. Like the feds in the paper said, yeah, we
We
the information
used
in his Vlad TV
that was
interview.
in the headline.
We
Like
traced
they,
2 crimes.
Oh my
Hey,
That's
what was he
crazy.
telling Vlad?
Casanova was
I don't
talking
know.
about his time in prison, but he was like, because it was in prison, he was just talking very candidly about like how he got in fights and like stabbed niggas while he was in prison and all different types of stuff. But
So why
Casanova's case is not looking good because his homies are stupid.
yeah, that boy. Going
They have like the feds have like just full blown like there was a shooting that happened in Miami. Cass didn't even do it.
He was there.
It was Cass's mans who shot these 2 dudes, but it's a RICO.
As long as that one's still going.
It's a RICO case, so you know what one do, they can get them all in Cass because they're making him the head. There was some altercation, and these 2 people get shot. And then the dude who does it, who's apparently Cass's homie, in the group, not a group, it's either a group chat or he texted like 2 or 3 of the homies, straight up saying,
Yo, I shot this guy.
just like,
What?
I just boomed these 2 dudes, laughing emojis, all types of, and now they just have those transcripts. So it's just like,
Poor
what is
stupid.
that dude gonna say? Like, he can't say anything. And then if you can, under what a RICO is and what racketeering is, if you can prove my mans did it,
I
and then
did
can
it.
try and can prove that we are a criminal organization and that I'm the head, now I'm going to prison for his attempt of murders and his this, that, and yellow and green, blue and green. And yeah, and that's just one incident, but like, there's been a lot of hip hop RICOs recently.
I'm glad
And
G
I know
Herbo
about-
didn't, because he had a case too, right?
Yeah, but his wasn't a RICO, but it was federal fraud charges. G Herbo.
And he stole the dog or something
he hasn't
like that.
beaten them yet, but he's looking really good.
That was
he's
mainly,
looking like
it was like,
beat that
because
case.
it was mainly like his homies.
Yeah,
Like, situation.
and because once again, like even though they were federal charges, they can't create a RICO off of it.
Yeah.
Like they can just be like, these were in your name, and if he can, him and his lawyer's a beast, and he's really innocent, so he gonna beat those. He is. I don't know about the rest of them fooligans, but
what you was saying about Cass just remind me of K Flock and Not in the Mood. He said they should have kept me. I'm like, they better keep you for a minute, my boy.
they about to have you. Yeah, it's
He
been
really
I
walked
ran up
down
on
on
Mel.
somebody in designer though. That's crazy.
Hey,
all designer. Like
that man said, lace up your kicks.
like if it was just one
You get shot in the
thing,
belly.
he'd be alright. You know what I mean?
Montclair, Mary's, unreleased Jordans.
You know what I mean? These swipers and drug, like it's New York. They get and flee, but a complete head to toe.
Head to toe.
I think somebody, I don't know if it was a joke or not. It was probably a joke, but I had seen somebody say even the ski mask was designer. I'm like, oh my god.
Nah, I feel like it was.
Is Lucci still in jail?
It definitely was.
Is Lucci still in jail?
I don't know if
Ain't
he's
no
still
telling.
behind the wall, but his case still exists.
Him. Who else was
That's another
it?
hip hop Rico.
Key,
Shiesty
was it
going
Key
to-
Glock? No, it wasn't Key Glock.
Shiesty going
What's
to
the
jail.
guy?
Who's shy?
PNB Rock.
PNB Rock was in
He ain't in
jail?
No, it
PNB
was
Rock just
who
dropped
was
the
the other
project.
guy? It was another guy that got.
There's
Was
a
he
lot of
light-skinned?
you talking
Yeah,
about
he was
Ricos? There's
light-skinned.
a lot of Ricos going on.
He was a singer rapper.
Singer, rapper.
Pooh Shiesty?
No, not Pooh
What type of
Shiesty.
light skin? We talking
Free
about
him. Like dingy light skin. Got tattoos on his neck.
That's a dingy.
When he said
What?
dingy light skin, 7 dudes popped in my head. I knew
did not
exactly
know
what
what he
you
meant.
meant
Yeah.
immediately. And I've never heard that term
Dingy.
ever.
Light
I'm
skin.
dead, bro.
Oh
Dang.
my gosh.
I don't
Who
know.
are
Where's
we
he
talking
from?
about?
Do you know?
A rapper, singer.
He's like a rapper singer.
I think there's only one dingy light skin rapper singer, and that is PNB Rock. I'm not calling you dingy light skin. Don't come for me and your Philly goons, sir. Okay?
It was he got hit with a Rico. I think it was.
PNB Rock got a Rico?
No, it wasn't PNB Rock. It was another like a singer type rapper type. If you say the name, I'll know.
I feel like I know who you talking about.
Who
feel like
are
I
you
just
talking
seen
Been- like I
about?
said, there's been a lot of hip hop Ricos.
It happened
like I
around the
saw it.
same time that Lucci got hit with what he got hit with.
Bro,
like
I
Lucy
know
got
who
hit.
you're
Oh,
talking
you talking
about.
about Salento?
No, not him. I was just about to be like, but no, not him.
I'm funny.
Not Silento.
That man still.
Heck no.
That man not in a nut house
RP
right now.
Dolph though, man.
RP Dolph. I guess it was stupid of me to type in hip hop
RP Dolph and a
Ricos.
lot of other people.
I was just about to say, man, prayers up for all of like the greater Los Angeles area because their hip hop community and scene like ended 2020 terribly. They lost Slim 400, lost
Yeah.
Draco the Ruler,
Yeah.
Doe Burger got
Draco the
killed,
Ruler.
and all 3 of them killed.
Dang, Hot
Slim,
Boy wanted all Rico charges?
Yeah, Hot Boy, Glock 9, and another Florida rapper. Then like it's
7 Orlando
it's 3
rappers.
gangs in one big RICO charge because they're all doing
He
the
the
same
most I'm
crimes.
seeing. I'm just
Wow.
looking. I just searched rappers that got Ricos this year in 2020, 2021, and I'm like,
Yeah,
All
Hot
I'm
Boy got
seeing
one
It would have been
Glock 9.
2020 because I wasn't at CarMax, and I remember talking about it when I was at CarMax.
oh, 2020.
Who are you talking about?
That's old.
I don't know.
Why
Well,
are you
shout
telling me
out
the
to
30
them.
richest rappers in the world? I asked who got arrested
2020.
on Rico
Well,
cases.
Rico, RIC, Rich, RIC, they're close. But yeah, man. So
Yeah, if you say the name, I'll be able to remember. I just can't.
Jock, no, he not light skinned.
Yeah,
Did you say
and
light-skinned
he don't rap.
Singer, rapper?
Yeah, he don't.
Dingy light skinned singer rapper.
What?
Chris Brown?
Stop.
Chris Brown,
Chris
going
Brown
back
not
to
a
jail?
dingy light skin.
He tatted up though.
He tatted, but he doesn't look dingy.
I can find out.
from Tappahannock.
Give me 1 second.
I just keep thinking of Blueface.
No, not him.
Nah.
It's
I
not
love
him. I know
Blueface.
it's not him, but that's like.
He don't say.
Alright, look. I'm about to get real disrespectful.
He got a kid on the way.
He does.
I thought he
Which
already had
one
one.
of his 25 concubines?
His main girl.
There's a main one out of the
Yeah,
25?
like
Oh,
there's
he
like
got
a
a
woman
whole
he calls
house.
his girlfriend, and he's having a kid with her.
Oh.
I know
Yeah.
the other one's jealous.
Are
You
they?
put yourself in this position. I'm
But I'm
sorry.
gonna be honest.
Who, them?
Yes.
They not victims, Ashton?
Victims of Blueface?
Hey!
No, you're not a
What
victim.
he doing to make him
This is
stay, bro?
voluntary. Man, you got to go. You're making poor life decisions if you were living in that house.
Big facts.
Man, what's the line?
He made them wake
What's
up
the-
and get branded, bro.
What's the line between
Yes.
victim and active choice?
R. Kelly.
It's a
and
thin line.
Blueface.
I'm not saying by examples. I'm saying R. Kelly was getting children and Blueface getting grown women. We know what the difference there is.
That's it.
But you could be a grown
What
woman
is
and
voluntary? What is not?
but you could be a grown woman and still be a victim.
True.
Victimhood don't
Yes,
end when you are
but, like,
18.
I don't know.
So what's
I would
the
need some more
line? The
details.
line can't be age.
That's
It gotta
in between
be
the line.
in the actions. So what's the line?
Once
That's
he
a good
proposes
question.
to you, hey, I have like 20 other girls that are going to live in this house with us that I'm
Somebody
also
asked
going to
you
have
to
sex
what?
with.
You can't just be polyamorous at that point.
That's not polyamorous.
I thought polyamorous was like 3 to 4.
No,
That was a
it can
real.
be
That
as
was
many
real
people
numbers.
as you
Huh?
want.
3 is a triad. 4 is
That's
a
what I'm saying.
quadricep.
25. What is that? Do you know the name for 25 sides on the object?
Poly. I just said it.
Nah. As soon as you sit there and say yes,
I said
it's,
quadricep.
you brought it up on yourself. I'm dead.
Oh man.
So you are too thick in the head.
Eden Yeager.
I feel.
Just-
I've been seeing a lot. This is actually, the past 3 days I've been in Twitter Spaces a lot for battle rap.
Oh my god.
Because the battle rap culture
Okay.
like
Spaces
lives
are
in Twitter
horrible,
Spaces and
bro.
IG lives.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I need to get in there.
The culture going crazy
Bro,
right now.
I missed.
That
I'm
makes sense
like
for battle
this
rap.
close
but
to buying the app so I can rewatch all the battles.
I'm very close to buying the app too, but
Because
I'm
I
just
need
like
to
I
see
don't have
Easy
the money
versus
for it.
K-Shine. I need to see Surf versus
how much the
Twerk.
app cost?
I think it's like $9.99 or
A month or for the
$12.99.
year?
A month.
You think
That's
they
a
gonna let
lot.
you pay $10 a year?
Yeah.
I wish.
Boy, if that was the case, we'd all have it.
Exactly.
Smack getting his ducats. Well,
That's a lot.
yeah.
That's $4 less than Apple Music.
But that's why they're putting on
For
so
regular
many
people.
more battle events. Like that's why they have the big events, but then they'll have super
My
cards.
student email still
and then
works.
they'll have regular events, and then they'll have like Crucible, and then they'll have tryouts, like, and all of that stuff is going up on the app. So they're producing more content, but way less of
Okay.
it is like actually one
More
having
consistent.
staying power,
Yeah.
and 2 like being really seen and consumed. Like they got some URL just like hardcore fans who like watch everything they put up on the app, but for the most
Yeah.
part, people are gonna
It'll be
watch
me.
the major cards and the battlers that they like. And
Facts.
for that, like for me to only be watching the major cards and the battlers I like, that's a steep price. Like imagine if I got HBO Max, but I only watch Euphoria and Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. Why would I pay $14.99 a month for just that?
Yeah.
Like that
That's a lot.
doesn't make any sense.
That is a whole
So
lot.
for the average consumer, it's just not a good purchase. And then when you take into account majority of battle rap's fans are people like who are in the streets or in the trenches or just like not all that well off, like asking that much money per month like is literally just not affordable. So you combine those things, and that's why the culture has struggled with growing and expanding as far as popularity, even though the biggest battlers are continuing to grow. Like Geechee now is super more famous than he was 4 years ago, but where he's battling as far as when it comes to URL, like that's been in the same space, if you will.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I was saying that I brought up the Twitter Spaces to say that in today's Twitter Space, for like literally like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I ended up talking about this one dude who's essentially, for better or worse, he's in an open marriage that he refuses to call an open marriage, because he refuses to obey the definition of just open marriage. But him and his wife, they've been together for 10 years, and their understanding is like they love each other. Like he's like, he found a woman who loves him for him, and he loves her for her. And their whole thing is, you know what I mean, don't replicate what we have. So you can, you know what I mean, if she, you know, in Miami or Vegas with her girls, some, you know, some tall glass of water in the club trying to hop down. He like, you know what I mean? You can give him fake name, fake number, whatever. But if you want to go crazy and have relations with that dude, he cool with that. And, you know what I mean? And he, in the same vein, is, you know, doing whatever he's doing. It's just not about replicating them. So no consistency as far as a person, no feelings, no this, that, and the third, nothing really local, all of this
You
stuff.
playing with fire, my
and
boy.
he was explaining and defending his marriage and relationship for a long time because there's just so many people in these spaces and they have so many questions and thoughts and opinions. And that, just like our conversation just about kind of like, I guess like something being poly but not necessarily poly, or like even something like Tristan Thompson's situation where he just can't keep it in his pants. And did y'all see what Joey Bad, I don't know, can I say his name?
Joey Bad.
I can't. I feel like I can't finish his name. Whatever. But Joey Bad, you know, the rapper. Yeah, Did y'all see what he said about Tristan Thompson?
No.
He just was like, he's a clown, but not for like having multiple women, for not being real and honest with his woman. Like not saying to Chloe, look, like there's a certain lifestyle I want to live or I need to live, and I cannot sexually be with just one woman. I have to be with multiple. And he's like, Joey's point was like, most of these people and most of these men and women aren't like in monogamous relationships because they're not monogamous people, like, but you've been like this Western culture and idealism of like you having to be monogamous has you just hurting someone that you claim to love and care about because you're facading that you are a monogamous individual and want to be in a monogamous relationship. What do you mean?
When he got her pregnant.
They're still together. I guess even now she ain't publicly said they not. Not that they cannot not be together because she didn't say anything publicly, but the last time she made an effort to publicly say they weren't together anymore. Nevertheless.
Poor Chloe.
No, not poor Chloe.
I don't know if it's poor Chloe,
not
man.
poor Chloe.
Yeah, at this point,
It's a pattern.
Exactly.
She done took bro back at least twice.
No,
Lamar on
probably
crack
like
treated
4.
her better than Tristan treated her right now. Why every time?
No, because Lamar was in a brothel.
True, but he was at least
He was on crack,
That's
though.
facts, but at least he was on crack. Chloe
That's his
Chloe
excuse.
can be like,
He was out of his
He was on
mind.
crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Tristan
on crack.
and
Tristan
Lamar is a
still
great
there.
basketball player, right? Like 6th man of the year, NBA champion, like for real. Like
Tristan's
Tristan's not a great basketball player or on crack,
If there's one
and
thing
his
that
voice
I
is
hate,
soft.
It's so soft.
It's such a gentle voice.
It's so
And I'm not saying that makes
soft.
him soft. I'm just saying it's such a
It
gentle
just
voice.
is unappealing.
if it's
like,
one thing I
no.
know that I hate in this world is watching Tristan Thompson play basketball.
And Taylor Horton Tucker Jr.
But at least
I don't
Taylor
hate
Horton
him
Tucker
yet.
can like be good.
Yeah,
Like
he
he
got time.
can have a game and fill it up.
Yeah.
Like
Now,
I
he's not
actually,
consistent right now. And
I just can't stand watching. him
every
play
time I've seen
basketball.
That's your fault,
Tristan
being a
Thompson
Lakers
play,
fan.
whether it was in person or
is
on TV, I just every time he
He said
touched
he
the ball,
looks
it's like I just don't like the way he plays basketball.
you guys know, as a Celtics fan, I've had to endure over the past few seasons a lot of bad pickups and trades and acquisitions for us, and literally not a single one made me more upset than Tristan Thompson. And that's saying something because we also signed Dennis Schroeder and Jeff Teague, who are two other players I don't like. And I was just like, okay. And we traded for Josh Richardson, another player I don't like. And I was like, okay.
Hilarious.
Is he currently with y'all?
Who, Josh Richardson?
No, Tristan Thompson.
No, he's in Sacramento now.
Does he play basketball? Like
We
every time,
gave up
every time I see
114
him
points.
in the headlines, is for something with Chloe and never basketball related.
You didn't see that time where he
We gave up.
Like, how do you have time to cheat? You in the NBA? Well, never mind.
Well,
they got-
everybody in the
Always
NBA
made
has
time
time
to
to
cheat.
cheat.
What you talking
My
about?
question is, how does he have time to cheat with consistency? Like, most dudes in the NBA are like cheating like vicariously, like, you know what I mean, finding whoever. Like, he's like, I'm gonna cheat with this one woman for 7 months, and then I'm gonna
Get her pregnant.
right? And then I'm gonna decide, oh, okay, I'll move on to another woman to cheat with, and we'll do a 1.5 year bid. Like, he's just like,
But is that not what he did with Chloe in the first place?
yeah,
He cheated on somebody with Chloe?
yeah, his first baby mama.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's why he got the nickname Tristan Third Trimester Thompson, because in the third trimester he
dipped.
started slipping and dipping in some other women.
Disgusting.
But now they call him Tristan Any Trimester Thompson, because apparently he started cheating with this woman after True was born. So
So
We gave up
I seen
114
something.
points
Somebody
in the
posted. It
Sacramento
might have been
Kings.
you or somebody posted something that's no. It was on Twitter that said they named the baby Truth, but Tristan always
I
lying.
retweeted that. That's
It's
facts.
like, why are you
114 points
That's not that much in today's NBA.
to the Sacramento Kings.
They're young, bro. They have energy.
I don't care.
De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield,
I don't care. They suck. We
Tristan
suck.
Thompson. Like, come
We
on, man.
suck.
Stacked roster.
What I was about
We
to
was
say.
20-19 3 nights ago.
What are y'all now?
I have
20,
no
21 or
idea.
something? Oh, I thought you said it like y'all are back under 500.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least
I
you're
have no
above
idea.
500.
I just know we was.
No, y'all are 500 now. Cause I just saw y'all lose. I remember it vividly. I don't know who to, but I just saw y'all lose.
When I was at Phantom, me and my friend was watching them play the Grizzlies, and we was up on them. And I was just like, we gonna
Which I
find a
had
way to
something to
lose
say
this
about
game.
that.
And
Y'all
show
went
enough
crazy
lost.
though.
Who y'all got Monday?
I don't know, bruh.
Oh,
Wait, where?
Alabama.
Oh, what you
Time,
talking?
baby.
You already? I wore my Alabama jersey, hoodie to work, but it got paint on it, so I can't wear it here.
No, yeah, Alabama's gonna win.
It's gonna be a better game. But we still
Yeah,
gonna win.
I
Stetson
literally
Bennett is
on
not
Friday
that
I was
Stetson
like,
Bennett
am
is
I
so
gonna
trash.
miss
Not that guy.
am I gonna miss not watching these games on Friday? And then I was like, I'm not. They're both gonna suck. And sure enough,
Bro, that Georgia game
Both
was
games
terrible.
sucked.
Both of the games were terrible because it was two teams that sucked against the best two teams in the nation.
I mean, they don't suck. They
Yeah,
just
they don't
suck when
suck.
they're playing
Cincinnati
those
had
teams.
no
Exactly.
business being
Cincinnati, you know, they did what they had to do regular season. They knew.
They did one thing well. They made sure we didn't pass
I
that
think
much.
Cincinnati this year had
until,
less
like,
of
the
a
third and
chance
fourth
of
quarter.
winning than any team that's ever made the college football playoff.
You said what?
I feel like Cincinnati this year had less of a chance of winning than any team that's ever made the college football playoff.
That makes sense.
Like, I think they literally, like,
Yeah, they had the
they
least
came in.
amount of percentage.
I don't
to win.
even think a single person in that organization was like, we're going to come in here and Cinderella this. They
I
knew.
think, I honestly feel like they believed.
You think so?
They
I
are. Yeah,
I
they
think
did.
they
I think in
As
the
somebody
crevices
who
of their
played,
heart, each
yeah,
one
they-
of them
they
was
did.
like,
They believed up until halftime.
maybe they believed on the outside, but like I think the core of them, like I think,
Oh, yeah, nah.
I think if they got my boy John that be doing the famous lie detector test dude to hook them up, they'd say we winning. He'd
They
be like,
would.
the tremors indicate something else, brother.
So who
Your
do you
heart
think
is
would
lying
win in
on
the
you.
game? That Cincinnati team from this year or that Notre Dame team that got demolished?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Really?
Yes.
Who was the quarterback then? Do you remember?
No. I just remember they had Matt Tateo.
Hey, I was just about to say, I remember their defense was amazing.
Yeah.
Every time somebody says his name, I think about.
It's so crazy, bro. This man made up a whole fictional girlfriend that passed away.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, what were you talking about?
I'll
He's
tell
talking
you off
about
camera.
a personal connection to Matt Tateo.
You know somebody who knows Matt Tateo?
You look
No.
like him. She used to be married to him. Well, technically, they're still married. They haven't signed the divorce papers, but
All right, now it's getting in a lot of personal information.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this later. Because I don't know who you talking
The
about.
fact that you don't know is ridiculous.
Is somebody I know?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Well, this is cute, Ashton.
Thank you.
Oh.
I feel like I've told you that.
Did you guys see my
I don't
TikTok
think so.
Yes.
Which one?
What TikTok
It's
did you
funny.
make?
of me doing Young Miami's live?
It actually came up
dramatic-
on my For You page, but it's probably because I follow you.
Yeah. I actually made a TikTok. The first
Did you
one.
really?
Nah,
It was kind of trash because I was just playing with it, but it was.
I made
TikTok
two a
is
very
hard.
long time ago, but I
It was
deleted
from when
my
we were at the
camera
J.
was
Cole
boo-boo.
concert and he was doing Back to the Topic, so I just added like some effects to it. It has 91 views.
Alright, cool.
I'm proud of myself for that.
Yeah.
I definitely
TikTok is
was.
a hard market.
TikTok is very difficult.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out how people get millions and millions of views. Like,
You just look pretty.
no, it
I'm
be
not gonna
like
hold you.
cooking videos.
You know, every day.
I'm not gonna hold you. TikTok is
Yeah.
a hard. Not only is TikTok where it's hard to go viral because there seems to be like no real
Algorithm.
Niche.
like there's an algorithm, but there doesn't really seem to be like a real like process that you can like.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing like common across viral videos. Like when you're going through your For You page,
Yeah.
like there's nothing
everything,
common.
yeah.
It's like
But
Vine.
also-
but on steroids. Because you can add
Yeah.
longer
It went
videos
viral.
and do
Yeah.
all
But
this. 3 times.
Another
3
thing,
times?
Yeah.
I don't remember
for
the
2
first
different.
one.
Yeah.
another thing that makes TikTok really difficult. It's hard to grow on TikTok because going viral once is not enough.
It's not
Like,
It's
enough.
not.
you have to consistently go viral for the same thing. Like you have to show like this is what I do, and you have to
keep
continue
doing it
for your
over
numbers
and
to really
over.
move.
Yep.
I like realized that like how much like I just thought it was a thing, but I realized how much I'm a part of it. I've thought about how many like funny videos I watch from someone who's clearly like, this is not just something that happens in life. This is a comedy sketch or a skit that's hilarious. I'll save it to my favorites and then scroll, and I will not follow them. They have to like give me a few more of them things for me to be like,
Yeah, I'm
all right,
following.
I'll follow you.
Yes.
Like I just think about it.
Save
And
it
I'm
to your
just,
favorites in the app, or you
Yeah,
save
in
it
the
to your
app.
phone.
I only save like date
Do you
ideas
not know
to
how
my
to save
phone.
it to your favorites?
Oh
in
yeah,
that
I
app?
only say
It's literally
save
right
like
under
You-
save video.
Literally, you hold it down.
you scroll
It's like a little
over.
bookmark thing.
Yeah, and
that
it says add to favorites.
Yeah.
Because I be looking for videos that I like months ago, and I'm just like, dang, I'm never gonna find that again.
You're being so old.
Now,
didn't
I'm gonna be
know.
honest. I favorite so much
Sometimes I
stuff
had to
that
do
I don't
Remember,
even be
I got
finding
on
things in my
TikTok.
favorites.
Ashton.
Huh? Watch what?
Because they're getting so old.
Oh, yeah.
But remember, I got on TikTok. All of y'all had it before me. I got on there to watch the busted videos.
Christian,
We need to have an intervention.
I'm really not playing with
She
you anymore.
revoked your mic.
That's not. You're not supposed to
I
admit
did.
that.
Why would you say that?
She revoked. I wish I was recording.
Because
I gotta adjust to
remember,
So put that on wax, yeah.
Andrew, Emmanuel was telling me I can click the sound in every video with the
I remember saying that too. I remember saying that.
I was like, oh snap! Let me
I'm
download
dead.
TikTok because this
Oh
thing
my
is
God.
crazy right now. And then they came up with more challenges and stuff, but. I'm telling on myself. I said that all to say I'm
Yeah.
really surprised at TikTok's longevity because when it first dropped, I remember Trump was trying to ban it or something like that.
Because it was
Yeah.
what did China own it?
Yeah.
Yeah. they're trying to
Don't
do
they
it
still
on
own it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
That's
just
a change.
chatting, bro.
Yeah.
He was just
Yeah.
chatting.
Keep talking.
It's the Chinese.
It's made it through a whole. I feel
rock-
like the pandemic helped
they gonna rock
TikTok.
The
Sure.
pandemic did help
It
it,
did.
a lot.
It's like-
It helped it a lot.
I got TikTok June of the pandemic. I
Yes.
was like, I'm so bored, bump it, I'll cave.
What is TikTok?
Because I used to
Yeah,
Been
vehemently
addicted
hate
for
it.
2 years.
I used to be like, that is
Like-
the worst thing on
I
earth.
can't
I
even
feel like
Yeah.
I
when
was
I
like,
got
I
at the
hate all
party.
those little weird kids that are over
then
there.
the
I was such an
dances.
old
Yeah.
dude on the porch.
Yes.
And then I joined it, and I still didn't like it when I first joined it, but I think it's evolved since then.
Once
It's
you
something I
tailor
really
it to
like.
yourself,
Yeah.
it's like the best thing I've
Yeah.
Now my
ever.
TikTok
No
is
kidding.
mad dog videos.
Dog videos.
Yeah.
I'm not
TikTok
gonna lie,
is-
I may have more niches on my For You page than anyone I know. People will like name what's on their For You page and it'll be like 2, 3, 4 things at max. I have like 40 niches. Like every video,
I like
I can
8.
like put under one of the umbrellas, and like they're all their own niches. There are some people's For You pages consumed with just that, and I don't know how I did it, but I realized it's very indicative of me. Like when I speak to my friends, and they're like, "Bro, you know everything. You know something about everything, or you like, you just you have an interest in all of these things." And I was just like, "Man, my For You page has like morphed into that. Like
Yeah.
it found a way."
Maybe the algorithm is
me.
better.
I like
So
TikTok
the
though
algorithm
because
doing
it's
this little thingy
just
thing.
like how you're saying, you can
Computers is
combine so
cute.
many different niches. Like I have the behind the scenes movie TikTok. I have a battle rap TikTok. I have a dog TikTok. I follow this science guy who just like breaks stuff down. Or one time he made a cup disappear by like just pouring water in something. He made like a clear ice block. I'm so weird. I sit there and watch all his videos. The pool guy, follow your boy for the pool work. Shouts out to you. I follow him. It's this one guy that just does lifestyle videos where he wakes up. You know how everybody wake up, get out the bed, they make the bed, and yeah, like it's so many different TikToks. And then of course it's
The blessed video.
Do y'all remember Cinemagram?
I was
Yeah, I remember
What's
Cinemagram.
It was like the precursor to Vine, but it had no sound. It was like GIFs.
I
Yeah.
remember Dub Smash.
I remember Dub Smash
I
too.
remember what's that one app where you can
That's like Musically.
Yeah, musically,
Yeah, but
I remember all of these.
yeah.
Triller.
Triller still
Triller.
exists.
Yeah,
Triller
Triller
has
does.
mad money.
Oh yeah, because they be
Really?
doing the
Yeah.
fights, right?
Yeah, Triller is like all of Jake Paul's fights. Triller like in Showtime come together to host those. Triller is who bought Versus, and so like
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Wow.
Versus should have stayed in the pandemic.
No, Versus is still on all the
Except
things it was on before.
For the
but
best one ever with Jadakiss.
Triller
I mean, the
is
locks.
the Arby's of digital media apps. It's like none of us are actively using you heavily,
But you still got
have
money.
buku bread for
Yeah.
some
It's probably
reason.
like foreign people.
We
It's
have
like
the
not the
meats.
United States. anymore.
Who
It's
is
other
keeping
countries.
Arby's in business though?
Demons.
Because every time I roll by one, there's nobody in the
Caucasoids.
line.
You said who?
Somebody.
Caucasoids.
What?
I ain't heard that word in 3 decades.
Your C is upside
and I'm
down.
23.
Let's see. No, it's not.
It's backwards, is what you meant to say.
Yeah. That's
How is that even possible? This is the way that
no,
the belt goes.
no, it's not.
That's not how C's look.
I don't know.
It goes the other
Bro,
way.
you
If
know
I
the
flip-
alphabet, bro. It's just not how C's look. I'm not
This
saying
is the outside of the belt, though.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
it,
but-
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It looks like it's supposed to be that way, but that is a backwards C.
Y'all
That's just
y'all can tell Coach. I don't know. It look normal to me. I
realize
guess because
just
I'm
said
looking
your
at
C
it.
is upside down, which is actually impossible.
yeah. C's are equal something.
If you flip them,
Symmetrical. That's
Look,
what I meant. to
I
say.
watched Tenet the other day and realized something that I didn't realize the first time.
What?
maybe it's.
Remember in the car when they're in the fire truck and stuff,
because this
and
is
they're
the outside.
chasing.
This is the design.
They're chasing Shorty. The window is cracked.
What you talking about?
The
what
side
movie?
mirror window
Antenna?
is cracked.
And then it uncracks.
Yeah, it uncracks. I didn't realize that, and that
I
was
did.
the third time of me seeing it.
I love that movie.
I do too.
It's a good
I
movie.
feel like every time I watch it, I see something I didn't see before.
That's
First
kind
of
of the
all,
point of it.
when
That's kind of the
Bro, the
point
first
of like
time we watched that,
genre of.
I was just like I
Like-
can't even process.
Christopher Nolan has like two genres that he does, and that genre that Tenet falls under, it's literally just those movies are made for rewatches. Like
Yes.
The Prestige, Interstellar, Inception, Tenet.
I
like
still haven't seen
Interstellar
you're
is my
supposed to
favorite
watch
movie
those.
of
Memento.
life. That is such a good movie.
every time you watch them,
It's
you're gonna
so
see
good.
something you didn't see the
I have
last
to
time.
watch Interstellar,
You really
Inception.
need to
I'm
watch
coming
that.
back
You know the
home.
kicks.
Yes. Interstellar's so good.
I don't know why I snapped, but the kick out of the dreams.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as, maybe I remember because we was in a church parking lot. I was asleep in my mother's car, and I had a dream within the dream, and like I kicked, and then I woke up in the car, and I was like, "What?" But it's because I just had watched Inception, so I feel like that's why that was happening.
Probably.
I gotta rewatch Inception again. I haven't seen it in a few years.
I don't think I've ever had a dream inside of a dream.
I have. You've
It's
never.
actually kinda
You've never
weird.
had a fake wake up.
It's weird.
I've had
I've
dreams
never had a
where
fake
I
wake up, I don't
thought
think.
I woke up
Not
and was
that I can
doing my,
remember.
and was like going through my day,
It's crazy because dreams is
but I was
actually
just
like really
dreaming
movies while
about
you
doing what I
sleeping.
was thinking
Yeah.
of doing later. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, but that's not a fake wake up.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it blinking or is it about to die?
Dang.
Well, I mean, we still got that one, right?
Yeah, that one's full.
So
was full
we
when it
can.
started, so it
Where
should be
does
okay.
it fit in your charger?
It might.
Do y'all believe all dreams have meanings?
No,
Not 100%. I think like 75.
I have too
I
many
mean,
dreams
yeah,
that
but
I
not
know have
like-
no meanings.
Probably not. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there are some that like the meaning is meaningless, so therefore it's meaningless. If that makes sense. Like the reason why you had it was just because you saw a movie.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I'm
like
saying?
it's like the statement everything happens for a reason. Like technically yes, but like like that applies to everything. We only really like apply it to like life things, you know,
Yeah.
life events. But like the statement of everything it happens for a reason applies to everything. So it's like
Yeah.
why am I in McDonald's?
Every
Because I'm
action
hungry.
has
Right.
an equal
Like
and
that
opposite
thing
reaction. Yeah.
of me being in McDonald's, the
Well, that's
reason is because I'm
physics.
hungry. So I guess
So
to speak to your point, does every dream have a meaning? Sure, but some dreams' meaning is I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's as simple as that.
Yes.
Like,
Every that's one of the
Laws
of
of physics.
yeah, it's the third one.
Yeah.
Every action has an equal
Equal
and
and
opposite
opposite
reaction.
What's the first law?
When matter
It's
cannot be
based-
created nor destroyed.
Yeah, and I
Why
think
do
the
you
second
know
one's
that?
like
Because
it applies to
Something
gravity.
something you
We
put
are-
emotion
Yeah,
will stay
will stay
emotion until
emotion
something.
We
until-
I
Yeah.
learned a lot of
Something
things in school. I can't just spit it out like you just spit
You know
that
what's
out.
funny?
I knew that. I knew the three. I just didn't remember the
Yeah,
order.
I've always
only
remembered
three?
that
I'm
equal
just
and
kidding.
opposite is third, and then I've always remembered that matter is first because matters the
that's
most.
why I
So then
remembered
that
it, yeah.
puts the motion one in second. What's really funny is there was a stage in high school where I decided I wanted to be a science nerd, so I was looking up a lot of things like to understand them, and I had memorized, and beyond just memorizing the words, I fully grasped and comprehended the laws of thermodynamics, and would like
What is thermodynamics?
I don't know, I lost all of that information that had to.
Thermodynamics, probably
You talking about?
the.
You know how many new
dynamics
rappers
of
have come
temperature?
out with awesome songs? Like something has to go. I've been saying this for a decade.
Rhymes at his cap
I've been
space.
at max cap space in my memory for a long time. Every new thing I learn, I am deleting something. It's why there are people, or there's this dude who apparently went to my high school, who people swear I've had real interactions with, who I have seen in pictures and video form that I swear does not exist. I don't remember this dude whatsoever.
Nah, they made him up, bro.
I'm like, bro,
That's
it's
the
a conspiracy.
simulation.
I went to Twitter. It's people in grades below me, grades above.
It's
They're
a
like,
simulation.
bro, Thomas is real. I'm like, no, he isn't.
No, he not, because I never heard of him.
And then Tyler be like, he was your friend. I'd be like, you cannot tell me who was my friend. That boy was not my friend if I don't remember him. I remember every friend I've ever had.
Hey, is Tyler confirmed for Fifth Sunday? Does anybody know?
You talking to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I'm going to see him tomorrow, so I guess I can ask him tomorrow. But
Yeah.
What y'all doing tomorrow?
just hanging out.
When?
We haven't seen each other since...
Last year?
No, it's even like since before Thanksgiving.
You that type of
Last year?
person.
So, yeah.
You know he
I mean,
is.
Tyler said the same joke when I called him yesterday, but I was like,
haven't seen you since
it's been a real long time, though,
Right.
so I was like, yeah. So yeah, we're
When
just
is
hanging
the
out.
last time?
What
I saw
time?
you?
He gets off work at 2.
I
Dang.
came to your house that one time?
That's when I
I
got a
think so, because you didn't come to the
studio
podcast
session that I
after
booked, and I'm
Was that the podcast
starting
you
then.
missed?
So
No.
Yeah, it was.
from 2 to
Your
5,
like your session or
Yes.
your
Yeah.
engineering a session?
I'm going to a session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. Well, they were saying
Sorry.
something, but yeah. But I was asking because I was gonna try and tag along, but won't be able to do so.
How many more years we got at Joe?
What?
He just started, bro.
Dang.
Yeah, I still have
This is the last
is year
president of me
one.
being broke.
Thing is,
declare
I
it.
messed with
Yes.
that.
I'm putting it, and he's not getting 2 terms.
He's not getting 2 terms. There's
Not
no
even
way.
because I don't want him to, but greater so that it's not a longer delay, right?
Yeah. I figured
It could be
it.
2030, and then I said it's the last president, man. I got 2 more years. No, this is the last president of me being
Yeah.
broke.
I feel you,
Period.
bro. I'm gonna be honest. By the end of this year, I'm 100% like have it set in my mind that I am going to be making money off of the talents that I have. I'm not gonna be working for no people who
he
are
gonna be
stupid.
OnlyFans, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God!
What you just say? What?
I said he gonna be on OnlyFans, y'all.
What?
I might have some
What?
shorties running on there for me.
Stop.
You're gonna
Hit
be
me up if you-
OnlyFans
Nah,
P? OnlyFans
No.
P get no respect from me.
Bro, have you
It
seen
ain't
that
no
video? That's
the girl with the.
Oh, dang.
What?
What you about to say?
I was gonna talk about the light skinned girl with her 3. She's like a pimp, I guess, with her 3. But like,
Oh, nah.
the one I
seen
sent
that.
to the chat.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. That was
Yo,
that comment, bro.
yo, there was one comment that
Oh, my
said this
God.
against HIPAA.
What?
I gotta say, it's on Twitter.
Bruh.
It's like this. I guess she was on TikTok Live. It looked like TikTok
Yeah,
Live.
it was.
The
It was
lesbian?
just
Yeah,
disgusting.
I know what
and
you're
she
talking
got
about.
the 3
She-
lesbian
yes,
girls,
and they're like
they like,
obsessed
yes,
with her.
daddy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was wild.
Boy, they was on
Somebody
her.
When I
Yeah,
tell
neck.
you,
no.
They was on
when
her
I tell
neck.
now listen, her the pimp, a very attractive young
Yes.
lesbian
Yeah,
woman.
she was cute.
But her
but-
product,
Not at all.
She
wouldn't-
like BBW.
I wouldn't
She like BBW.
test it with
Oh,
I
a.
thought they
man.
all was cupcake. Like at first, I thought it was the actual cupcake for
Don't
real.
Yo, you
compare them.
wildin', bro.
I'm
Don't
dope.
do
I'm
cupcake like
serious,
that.
bro.
Don't
She-
even do
That was her
cupcake.
name.
But
bro.
I
even
know,
do
but
cupcake.
Cupcake is
Hey,
well
that's
put
why I was
together
confused.
Oh
as a
my
person.
gosh.
No, not that cupcake. The other
the
one, the
rapper.
wild one. Not the rapper.
Oh.
Oh, you
The
talking
other one's
about
the wild one? Yeah, the big one. I thought it was that
Too
one. I
many,
was like,
too
yo,
many
what is she
cupcakes
doing
out here.
now?
Now that I think about it.
Okay, not that
And I
cupcake.
They
don't
all,
know,
they all
not
do
the-
look like
not
a
the
cousin
lip.
on the
Yeah.
low ski. They look like they could be, you know.
I swear
it's
they
something in
related.
the genes.
And they
What?
acting the same too.
Yo,
Nah, not that cupcake. I love cupcake.
Y'all about to say, dang, you disrespected
I
her.
thought he was just saying it because you know
Fuck.
Cupcake be sexually forward and free
Yeah,
and
nah, it's
liberated.
wild.
She be real out here.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Cupcake. I thought something was gonna happen to her because she was like she had posted a video talking about something she finna quit music,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
did
then
see
all
that.
of a sudden it was like a weird video of her like she was on drugs or something, like walking around a hotel room. It was weird, bro. And then all of a sudden she was just fine.
I didn't see
I
that
was
one.
like,
My
what's
mom
I
asked me
going
a
on?
couple
The drug
days if
video.
Rod Wave was still alive, and I was like, first of all, what do you know about Rod Wave, and why do you think he's dead?
Who said that?
Because of the post
Because
he put on
people thought he was
Instagram.
suicidal.
Because of
Yeah.
Nirvana.
Song.
But
Yeah.
who asked you that?
My mother.
Why does mom know who Rod Wave is?
Exactly.
Why y'all gatekeeping information? Why she can't know
Because
who
she's-
Rod
I'm
Wave,
about to
one
say
of the
60,
biggest
she's not
rappers in
60.
the world right now, man.
So
That you don't know.
She don't need to know.
This is coming from a woman who thought Jadakiss was a singing group.
That is true.
She didn't even know. She
But
thought
J-
Travis Porter was more.
But
Than,
Jadakiss not one of
like
the.
she thought Travis
biggest-
Porter was one person.
Duh, it's a singular human name. She
But
has every
still.
right to think that.
Nah,
I thought Travis Porter was one person until I watched their music video for A Ladies.
I did too.
ain't no way.
Not A ladies, but I did think there was one person.
I don't know how. I
For a
heard
long
three
time. 'Cause
they
distinct
sound the
different
same.
voices.
Low-key.
I heard three distinct
Listen,
different
this
voices.
is also
Travis
someone
Porter
who I
walks,
used to think
Ali
OK was just
Strap-
Not rich. What's
one
the
we
people?
person.
saw
Migos
we
can
saw
run.
Strap at where was it? Maggiano's? It was something like that.
First of all, you saying
Smoky Bones.
You saying
Me and
they
you?
individual names? Like I know
Yeah.
any of them.
When?
That's
Them
the
boys
dark-skinned
is
short
each
one. Not
1/3 of
Ali.
Travis
Ali's the
Porter.
light skinned one that got the.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I wonder what they doing now. You think they still got money?
Yeah,
I hope so.
they make.
I mean,
music
if they
still.
like made good decisions, but like, are they,
they
just
make
sitting
they
back
make
milky?
music still.
No, yeah, they probably. But are they like making enough money off?
Like,
the
here's a
music
weird
from their
dream,
lives?
right? I don't know why this just came to my mind. I had a dream that we were at Disney, and I saw Lamar Odom, and he gave me 3 signed baseballs, and then Soldier Boy
Wow,
was there
baseballs.
looking like Damian Lillard, but it was Soldier Boy, and he took
What?
pictures with Lamar Odom, and then I woke up. Like, what kind of dream is that?
My dreams are rarely like that. My dreams are always in
Well,
adventure,
that
bro.
is-
As I think,
I don't really have dreams with celebrities in them ever.
it probably
My
means
dream
that a
always
crack
have,
rock
like,
the size of a
regular
baseball.
Crack rock.
No, yeah, that dream don't make no sense.
At all.
Crack rock in these
Stop.
streets.
I hate when I reference videos that like I thought were really popular and people know, but they don't. And that's one of them that
Really
happens to me all
You
the
know
time.
what I?
People don't know
you
that
what-
reference?
Bro, I make that reference all the time, and people be like, "What are you talking about?"
Bro, you know
Really?
what reference
Even
I
I'm
hate
not that
that
old.
people don't get? You remember the episode when Gray Dad was supposed to fight Stick Meter, and he was like, and Tom was talking about nobody's gonna call you a pansy pants if you don't find him. And Riley in the back is like, I will. I do that all the time, and nobody gets it, and it really makes me upset
That's
because
wild.
it's like it's so every time it's so perfect. It's like somebody be like, ain't nobody gonna do that. I will, and they just like they just don't get it. It's upsetting.
Nah, yeah, I hate thinking it's like because there are certain things I know are particularly niche, and then it's just like okay, I won't make that reference unless I know someone else that's into that or knows about
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
something that I think crossed over into pop culture, and then it's just like I'm surrounded by, and if it's one person, okay, but when it be a group of people and they be like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I think one time I was amongst TPS and somebody said something about like how much time we had. I think we were on 10, like which is 10-minute break, and somebody asked like how much time or like what time is back or something like that, and somebody said the wrong like time or whatever, and then somebody else was like, no, it's not, it's whatever, and I was like, psych, that's the wrong number. Them kids looked at me and was like, what are you
I feel like
talking
everybody should
about?
know that.
I was
That's
like,
the
way
one
you-
video.
I literally was
of
like,
Super
y'all
Hot
never
Fire.
seen
I ain't
Super
gonna
Hot
lie.
Fire?
When,
They were
when
like,
Deshaun
I
Raw,
wonder what he's doing right now.
No.
when Deshaun Raw really was like at the heat of his YouTube, he was not like well known because
He
the
wasn't.
internet wasn't like that. Like it wasn't like how it is
I
now.
feel like
where
YouTube was, like,
you can
brand
see
new.
the same
That's like
video
Hot Damn I
on
Rock.
8 platforms. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
that's a fact.
you
Things was
don't-
definitely spreading way faster now than it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people just take the video, rip it, post it on their page, and then it's the same thing 80 times. And so you see it eventually. Nah, bro. You had to go to you had to, like, for somebody to end up seeing it, they either had to, like, find it on YouTube or be with somebody and they're like, yo,
Yeah.
watch this
Get
video.
put on.
Yes.
And
Word of mouth.
then
YouTube
from
was
then on, it's
mad
over with.
organic back then. There was
Yes.
so much word of mouth, bruh.
Yes.
That's
It
how I
was
found out
so
about
lit.
Smosh, Epic Rap Battles of History, Jerry Levine Jr.
Epic Rap Battles of
Hot Damn
History.
Rock, like,
Kevin
I
Edwards.
forgot about
Kevin
those.
Edwards Jr. Like I found out about all of that either like word of mouth or
Yeah.
like watching something that somebody put me onto and it coming up and recommended. Like literally 100% of the content that I used
Didn't
to take.
Sean
trying to
put us
figure out
on
how-
Kane?
No, we put him on Kane.
He
I don't
did.
remember who put me on.
I'm
Kane.
trying to
Who
figure out
put
how.
me on
I
Kane?
think
did I find-
Barrington put me on.
I
Kane.
think I found it on Worldstar. I think one of his videos, him and the light skinned guy with the green eyes.
Jerry
I feel
Levine
like,
Jr.
Yeah, Jerry
I
Levine.
feel like one of their videos was on
Probably
Worldstar.
what women really want or what
Yes.
men really
Well,
want.
it was the first one.
What men really want. Yeah.
Yeah.
That joint.
We want you to shut
Actually-
up.
But they can't.
I need a girl that's been shot at, stabbed before. She gonna appreciate,
Appreciate
life,
life. She the 50s.
I'm gonna go home and watch that.
bruh.
Classic.
You're gonna have a hard time finding it.
Really?
You're gonna have to find it on somebody else's page because it's not on either one of their pages no more.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you know how old that
Hot
video
Damn I
is?
Rock deleted all of his old content after like he went through like a re-enlightening, like he went through rock bottom for like 2-3 years. in
Yeah,
a
I
row.
remember that
And
because
then-
Kiko died, his friends died. Yeah,
and then he
it
started
was-
having his health
his
problems,
health problems,
and
yeah.
tatted his whole body, all of that. So
wow.
then he got to a point where he deleted all his old content because he like he don't identify with that no more. And Jay Levine Jr. has literally been a husband and father with a whole family page and family brand for the last like 8
It's
years.
been a minute. It's been
Dang.
a good minute.
So it's probably up there
But
just
Kane
because.
still makes videos though, right? Like
Yeah, he
just
do,
different
and
type
they
of
still be
videos.
funny. He does a lot of like it's a lot of Mario and Luigi.
Wait, so it's
I really
not-
love
Your
stuff,
mama
but it's
had
not
this.
like purely
Yes,
comedy
my
anymore.
mama
Like
had
it'd be like
It's none
it'd
of
be
the
really deep.
It's none
But
of the
still
old
funny 'cause he's funny.
what women want, not what women want, but the I eat bread stuff. None of that's
None of that's
there?
on his page.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
it may
all
be
on
on
other stuff.
YouTube, but
Yeah, it's on other people's
he deleted
pages.
his page. He deleted all that stuff.
I gotta
off his
find
page.
all that stuff, man. That's classic stuff
Bruh,
right there.
that-
The
I-
bottom
that-
theory.
Come on, all of that stuff used to be
I knew a girl that had that shirt.
really.
Yeah.
I always wanted his merch, but I couldn't afford it, and also most of
Yeah.
it had cursing on it, so I couldn't ask my mom or to get it for me.
So you
I
get the
always
bread?
used to want his merch. I thought he had some of the coolest merch of all the dudes on YouTube.
Blood. Oh, I'm bleeding.
Really? Wow.
We gotta do what?
We're at an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh.
Are you really? It's
And
only
it's 9:18.
It
Okay.
went by pretty fast.
That's wild. I didn't know that much time passed. Oh man.
Who was the announcer that decided to mention
I don't know his
Kevin
name.
Porter Jr.'s father's alleged? He did it.
He released a statement stating that that's not what he was trying to do, but it doesn't change the fact of how wild it was. He thought Kevin Porter Jr. was Kevin Porter, the former NBA player's son.
Oh.
His name's Kevin Porter Jr. and there was a Kevin Porter in the NBA. And I when I saw the video, I was
Okay.
like, he has to think that
Yeah.
Kevin Porter's his dad, and he said
Okay.
that. But it doesn't change how wildly heinous what you said still is,
Yeah.
because it's just like,
This man
what are the
said-
odds? There's a Kevin Porter who plays in the NBA, a Kevin Porter Jr. whose dad shot someone,
Exactly.
and you use the term "pull the trigger."
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like,
And then he said he pulled the trigger at the right time. Like what?
I'm just like, man, the
What's
odds of
going
this
on?
happening. This is.
I feel bad for the
golden.
guy now.
I
I feel bad for him, but I still think like it's still wildly heinous. He shouldn't be fired. LeBron went in talking about some there's
Yeah,
no
nah,
room for you
LeBron
in
was
our
upset.
game. I was like, geez,
That was I ain't gonna lie, that was so hilarious. That was such a like old head type of thing.
ain't no room
Said,
for you in our game.
You gotta go, my guy.
And then I'd be
he's
like,
"You're out of here, buddy." That's what he said. Nah, that's
but
hilarious.
it's wild. It's mad heinous, and I could imagine being Kevin Porter Jr. seeing like that clip and just being like, what?
What? I thought y'all did.
It did make me
research
want to
on
like
us.
look into why his
mean,
father
like,
shot
yeah.
a 14-year-old girl, but I didn't
that's
even.
facts.
I decided to not do that to my
I don't
Thursday.
think it's probably a situation where she got hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's probably shooting at
He was
somebody else,
Oh,
and she got
That
hit.
was
If
Probably
you
more
think about it,
possible.
the way he said it, because he said like his father used to do, not like his father once did, or like his father did. It's not like he was.
He said like his father.
Oh, I thought he said.
Yeah,
like
he
his
didn't
father
say
used
all
to
that.
do.
He just said like his
I
father.
think he did use the term "used to." I think maybe he said like his father used to or something like that.
We can figure it out because
But
I know
I
what's
don't
on
know
my
because I remember
story
he
right
says
now.
"pull the trigger" and he says "at the right time," and I'm just like, why would you use these terms? Like,
Well, at the right time, I guess, because it was a game winner.
right? No, yeah, for sure. It
the
makes
clock was
sense.
winding
It's just sad. But it's what would be really wild is if he knew and was said it and was like, if there's any backlash, I'll just claim that I thought his dad was Kevin Porter, the NBA player. And there is a like.
Yeah, he just said like his dad.
Oh.
Like his dad pulled that trigger at the right time.
And there's like a flood of of NBA sons in the league right
Yeah.
Yeah.
now. Like
So
Cole Anthony, Kenny
now that
Martin
you
Jr.,
say that, it makes
Gary Payton II.
that makes sense.
So
Kevin Porter Jr. like his dad. Yeah, pulled the trigger.
They
right.
call Gary Payton's son the mitt.
yeah, I saw that. Jeff Van Gundy asked a very important question while the Warriors were losing to the Mavericks last night. And I've always wondered this. What is the distinction between a second and a junior? Is it just the choice of...
I think so.
Nah, it's
By
the
the
succession of
parents'
the
choice?
people.
No.
What?
Second and junior.
Oh,
That's the same level
oh,
in generation.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
I was
It's just a
it's
personal
just
a
choice?
name.
Or
Yeah, I
is
think
there
it's
a
just a
distinction?
choice.
Yeah.
Because they're synonymous.
Maybe if the
I feel
second
like
doesn't
junior is
plan
for
on.
black people. The second is for like. I've
Well,
never
Gary
heard.
Payton
Nah,
the
I've
second is black.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard.
I feel like
black
it's,
people use the
um,
second.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's like
Like
in a sense of
even in both instances,
I
you
don't
have the
plan on
same
having
name, right?
another-
Like if
Yeah.
like if I was gonna be a junior or a second, it'd be Kurt Wendell Buckmire the second or Kurt Wendell Buckmire Jr. Right?
Yeah.
So
In
yeah,
either
it's just
Maybe the seconds, like, I don't know. Maybe they just plan on adding to the succession.
Oh.
That's a lot of pressure. Because you named me Gary Payton II when I was a baby.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
What if I don't like the name Gary, bro?
Because money.
Well, no, he's a demon. That's because he don't care about the generation. All y'all is George.
Yep.
That don't make
But he
sense.
named all his kids George.
All his sons are named George.
That's so wild.
He is narcissistic.
I was about to say that's.
You never
that's
have heard that joke?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, people always refer to George Foreman as a narcissist because he named all his sons George.
My boy Money, he's a third, but he was Money White Jr. His granddad's name was Money, his dad's name was Money, and his name is Money. He's a third,
but they
but
called
he
him
was
Junior.
named his dad was senior and he was junior.
How'd that work?
It may be a middle name thing. Maybe
No,
like,
Money was his first name.
No, I'm saying like maybe the dad has a different middle name than his grandfather. So
middle
he's
name?
Technically
not
not
a
the
junior
full-
by
yeah,
the
okay.
rules, and so
Yeah.
maybe that's why.
Maybe.
That's the only
That's a
reason I could think of that.
technicality.
I just know
Yeah.
he was a third.
Yeah.
That would make
I
sense.
just know. I just remember somebody. He told me he was like, yeah.
But I guess
R.I.P.
junior
Money.
could pass down regardless of the, because all junior means is a junior to me.
that's my
So
JR.
I guess junior could continue to go down. You could be the seventh and a junior technically, maybe, right?
I remember the first
Maybe
time.
junior doesn't have to be synonymous with the second level, and we just think of it that way because everything after it's third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Because technically, all junior means is the miniature, or like the smaller of me, right? The junior version of me. So you could be the eighth, but you're also the junior version of the seventh. You know what I mean?
Why you
I know
tilting
what
your
you're
head like
saying.
a dog that just heard a funny sound?
That's a wild analogy.
That was so specific.
So
like,
specific.
Because that's how you.
I'm just like, we know a junior, our cousin.
That reminds me of
His
the
name is
TikTok
Junior.
trend.
Hayden Buckmire Jr. I wonder if his middle name is Lindley too.
I don't think so.
Lindley.
I think it is.
It could be. I don't know.
One weird pet peeve I have is people giving their sons the same first name, a different middle name, but then throwing junior at the end anyway.
That doesn't
he
work
is
like that.
Not a junior.
I didn't know the rules of them because I am not one, and I'm not naming my child Andrew.
You said it like you got beef with Andrews.
I don't. I'm just not naming my child my name.
I've always kind of thought it's like,
Because
why,
I plan on
give
being
that
a
boy
great
his own
human
identity.
being.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
why is you
I agree.
giving
I really
someone
plan
your
on being
name?
a great human being, and I want his name to be his own. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Yeah.
LeBron feels about his son. Because even though
Well,
we call him
it's too
Bronny, his
late.
name is LeBron.
Yeah, and he regrets giving him the name LeBron,
Yeah.
but it's too late now. His name's
Exactly.
LeBron.
That's why
Loser.
I'm heated. I'm learning from his regret. I'm like, I'm not about to do that
Yeah.
because I definitely plan on being somebody that people know.
And I
So,
think either way it goes, like if you're bottom of the barrel as a person or whatever the kid, like if you suck, why put that burden on them? If you're
Right.
amazing, why put that pressure on them? And if you're middle of the pack, why keep them in that mundane cycle?
imagine if
let
Michael
them be
had
their
named-
own person
Had
regardless.
named one of his kids Michael.
Who?
Michael Jordan.
He did. There's a Michael Jeffrey Jordan Jr.
yeah, one of the twins is Michael.
They're not
No,
twins.
you're right.
No, yeah, they're not twins. Michael's
just
just
brothers.
older one. They're just like 2 years apart or something.
Yeah.
On some Lonzo Jello.
I always
type
thought they was twins. Then they both was
The light
sorry.
skinned one?
stuff. I think it is the light skin one. I'm not sure.
Because the dark skinned one, I think his name is, I don't know.
Michael Jordan got a light skinned son.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
the two ones that
Michael
went to
Jordan.
UCF, are they?
You never seen the joke about Michael Jordan and Patrick Ewing, and that's why like NBA, like it's not a good joke anymore. But there was a time where like all the NBA sons were not juniors, like Steph and Seth and like Sabonis and like just other people too, and like the joke was that like if you're great and you junior your son, he's gonna suck at basketball because Patrick
Oh
Ewing
no,
Jr.
it's Jeffrey Michael Jordan and Marcus Jordan.
Oh, that's what it is. He flipped them.
Smart man.
I still think people could refer to that kid as a junior anyways. They shouldn't.
At least they play college basketball.
I feel like
Yeah, that's
switching
good
them
enough.
is weird too. It's like
just want them to
you almost were your own person. That's weird. Yeah, I've always. And that leads to a good question. Do you guys know what you guys want to name your kids?
Yes.
No,
Ashton don't want kids.
I really don't think I do.
Well, that's true. But I mean, I still think at some point people think about baby names whether they want a kid or not.
I have never thought about a baby name.
You never?
Ever?
What about before you realized you didn't want kids? You've always known that?
I don't know. I'd probably end up naming my kids after something to do with nature. Like, I would be one of those people, like Summers. Or
That's what
Moons.
Lil
Like, that
Key
would be
named
me.
his daughter, but it's Nachur.
So Nashur.
No,
Nashur?
nature.
Nashur.
Nature.
I'm gonna pronounce that name phonetically. That girl's
Who
name is
named that kid
Nashur.
that?
Lil Key.
Lil Keed has a kid?
You said Lil Keed?
Yeah.
When did he
Marcus
have a
actually had a
kid?
pretty good career.
Long time ago. She like 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like he's a baby.
You said what? You
Oh.
said you feel
pretty
like
good
Keed is a baby?
Yes.
It's like 20 something.
Well, first of all the
That's-
baby
yeah.
rappers have kids.
That's sad.
Choppa, Young Boy,
NLE Choppa. Then he.
Young Boy has
Gunna
age.
doesn't. Or does he?
Polo. Gunna's not a
Polo
baby.
G.
I was referring to like the really young rappers that like she's referring to. TJ's like the only big young rapper that don't got a kid.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Smart guy.
I think it's because he doesn't stay
And he's the
anywhere
founder
long
and
enough.
CEO of Trophy Room.
Who, Lil TJ?
No,
No.
Marcus Jordan.
I say what? It's
I
odd.
wonder if his brother has an Instagram. Hey, what's good with Jason Derulo beating people up because they think he's Usher?
No, that
I
was the
think
funniest thing
he found that
I've
really
ever
disrespectful. I don't know why.
I
That's
because
actually
he
a compliment.
copied his name
Travis
on
Scott
every
almost
song
beat
he
up
has
that dude
ever
because he
made.
called him ASAP.
He didn't almost beat that dude up though.
Yeah,
he
he
just
just-
walked
he-
over to him and was like,
Very
"Don't call me that." And, like,
aggressively.
yeah, he was aggressive, but he wasn't. Jason
He said,
Derulo,
"I'm not
two
effing
piece,
ASAP."
and it was two.
He
It was
leaped
two dudes,
to
and he
jump.
ran over
Yes.
and hit both of them.
Yes.
Like
He was
he was
not playing.
like,
They caught
"I'm
him
fighting
on
in
the
this
right
airport.
day.
It's happening." It was an airport, right, or was it the mall?
It was an
Oh.
airport. I
It looked
think.
like an airport.
It looked like an
Dang,
airport for sure.
why does Jeffrey Jordan have more followers than Marcus Jordan?
Is Marcus older?
Because he's probably
No,
he do?
Jeffrey is older, but I feel like Marcus is more talked about.
Nobody care about them at all.
I ain't even heard of them.
The only reason I knew that.
Do
they
you guys have
existed
an
was they were
airport you
bad.
really like want to like be in one day? Like you like, man, I really want to see this airport in person.
No.
No, no.
I go to
I feel like-
Hartsfield Jackson
Exactly.
every time I
You
fly
must have
somewhere.
one.
No. Why would you say that? Man, Charles de Gaulle Airport is beautiful. All the pictures I see of Charles de Gaulle,
Charles de
Where's
Gaulle.
in
that?
France.
Over that? I was about to say I don't even know where that's at.
It's in France.
Maybe
I'm on culture.
I guess I know more
LAX.
about
I
airports
ain't
than
people
been
rap about
nowhere.
it.
Who? What?
LAX. I feel that.
I don't really care. I
I've
feel
always-
like seeing Hartsfield Jackson has made me hate the experience of airports because now it's just way too crowded. And there's no longer the giant ant sculpture. That used to be my favorite thing about Hartsfield when I was growing up.
I didn't know they got rid of that.
Yeah, it was by baggage claim.
Yeah, I know where it is. I'm saying
Yeah, it's not there no more. I don't
That's
know
wild.
what the
See, I would
sign
say
is.
we are very lucky though, because these
No,
other
yeah,
cities'
Hartsfield Jackson is the most
airports,
efficient
they be
airport.
But it be ghetto
trash,
in the nation.
They be in the gutter.
Now,
Now, some
apparently-
food in Virginia, it was
Awful.
straight. Food was
apparently,
alright.
other
Wow.
airports, like in other countries, like are all run very efficiently. And
Well,
like
I would
we
say-
just have
Trash.
terrible
Bro,
airports.
we went to
No.
when we was in Virginia. We was going back, and we had to put our stuff in the bins.
By the
He
way,
was like,
don't go to Virginia. It's a trash state.
He was like, "Why don't they have the bins?
Chris Brown.
Why don't these bins move automatically?" I'm like, "Bro, you got to remember, not every place has enough money like Atlanta does to be able to afford stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that."
Well, first of all,
We
the,
had to
bin,
push
the
these
bins
jobs. They
don't
had to
move
roll.
automatically. There's a
It's the-
conveyor belt for the bins.
Yeah,
to
there's
move.
but like under
Bro, we had
at
to
Hartsfield,
push the bin, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
like they-
that's how other
what kinda
airports
ain't
work.
shit? No, that's trash, bro. Fix your stuff.
What you mean?
We're
What do you mean
spoiled.
fix? They never
That's
had it.
new.
They
We're
have nothing to
spoiled
fix.
living
Like, what do you
in
mean?
Atlanta.
That's new. Like,
That's all it is.
Question for y'all: do y'all think the people who have COVID but don't tell other people are the equivalent to the people who get bit by zombies and don't tell other people?
no.
Yeah,
I do.
Yes, like the
but I mean, I
feel like-
think the extreme is
I
a
feel
bit
like
different. but
first of all, I don't know. I feel like that's
I think they're both
That's
selfish
different.
decisions made
They're
usually
very
because you don't
selfish
want to deal with the
decisions.
consequence.
But one, you're not gonna turn into an undead like creature. That
I mean, you can
I
turn
feel
into a
like-
dead creature though.
I don't know.
That's hilarious. Yo, that was crazy.
I mean, yeah,
It could
but
be
A prayer
bad.
for everyone battling COVID because Ashton just put you in a pack. Jesus. Lord
I'm just
almighty.
saying, like, people can really get sick for real. Like, you don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
how somebody else's body is just
No, that's
because
a
you're
fact.
okay.
I mean,
doesn't
yeah,
mean
I
everybody else
understand
is
that,
gonna be
but I'm
okay.
just
And
saying,
Omarion
like-
out there, y'all be safe.
And I think that's
I'm
the
just
thing.
saying,
that
those are very two different
Yeah,
circumstances.
yes.
They're
Because zombie
different.
apocalypse,
I thought
you
it was
are in
funny
a-
because
you're in an
of-
apocalyptic
I thought it
world.
was-
not a variant.
Right. I
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
thought it was
funny
funny.
because my mind immediately went to Loki, the Disney Plus Marvel TV show where they
Yeah.
have variants and stuff. So that's why I thought that was kind of
I don't
funny.
even think he was making that reference.
He wasn't. He was
wasn't
talking
at
about the
all. I know.
Omicron,
Which
whatever
to me
thing.
made it a little corny. I was like,
Yeah.
you should have just shut up. Go away.
What? Like, we know you're not a variant.
Yes,
Like,
because it's the same thing. I guess it was kind of funny, but like him still doing the famous TikTok dance over and over again. I'm like, we already know it's you, bruh. We don't need you to sit here and recreate it.
Well,
Where was that at?
he's not doing it anymore.
I don't know. But I saw like 7 videos of him.
Where
doing
was
it.
that
7? I only saw
Yes,
one.
I was like, bruh, stop.
Oh,
There was
wow.
one.
Don't do it anymore.
where was he at
What do you mean?
when he was doing the dance?
That was
It
years
said,
ago.
like,
That was a
Verizon in
long
the
time
background.
ago.
He was,
Yeah.
I don't know, like some
Some
I feel like
performance.
he
Yeah,
was doing like
something.
freestyle.
The sky
and
looked
just
like
didn't
LA.
look good.
I don't know.
the sky looked like LA.
I guess.
All I know is
Okay.
every time I saw that video, I just noticed something different. Like
What? Of him dancing?
yeah,
I like the young barbecue one that she did.
She was so
Her
funny.
name is
She's
not Young
hilarious.
Barbecue.
What is it?
It's Beautiful Black Queen.
so it's young BBQ, but it's not barbecue.
No, people think that.
That's a very- that's a-
people think it's Young Barbecue all the time because it just says Young BBQ. But when
Yeah.
people say it, I just correct them because she cares about being not being called barbecue.
Oh.
Like she said that. So it's
My
like,
apologies,
it's not barbecue,
Beautiful
it's
Black
Beautiful
Queen.
Black Queen.
I did honestly.
Shout
I
out
thought
to
it was
all my
BBQ.
other
I just say
beautiful black queens
BBQ
out there.
because that's what I
The
read.
BBQs.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever said barbecue out loud. But I thought it meant barbecue.
No, yeah, it means Young Beautiful Black Queen
Yeah, I just be like,
or
I
Black
just say-
Beautiful Queen. Beautiful Black makes more sense to me,
It
but it may
definitely
be Black
makes more
Beautiful. I don't
sense.
know.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
so
she couldn't
beautiful.
write all that out. That'd be a long
Come on,
username.
bro. I'm not
Yes.
following Young Beautiful Black Queen.
I'm not either.
I don't care how many dances you do. Get
I'm
off
not
my
even
time.
following beautiful black queen.
What?
Like just taking anybody with the
I
name
do.
beautiful black
yeah.
queen.
I was about to say I follow Beautiful Black Queen.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
like I
Jennifer
follow
Jordan?
them, but
No, not yet.
It's pretty
can't
good.
self-title
Is it
that.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, I figured it'd be
I
good
don't know.
because
I'm
Denzel
kind of tired
directed
of
it.
Michael B. Jordan.
What movie?
Why?
What does that even mean?
I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just like, he's just not that good of an actor for me to be actually.
Oh,
wanting
you're
to watch
a
his
part of the
movies.
Michael B. Jordan is mid community.
He is very much so mid. Like, he's not that good.
A lot of people are a part of that community.
Yeah.
I feel like he has his niche.
Like, he does. But, like,
What
I'm
would it
tired
be?
of it. I don't know. Like,
the boxing
action
movies?
I've never
So, 2
watched
films.
Fruitvale Station
No,
twice.
in the acting one. What's the other one? It's the video games.
What, Without Remorse?
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's Ghost
Yeah.
Recon.
Yes.
Oh,
It's not
Ghost
that,
Recon.
but
Oh.
it's that franchise. I don't remember the name of
The movie is
actual
Without Remorse, right?
Yeah, it is Without Remorse, yeah.
That
Tom
movie's
Clancy
pretty
Remorse.
good.
Yeah.
He did all right.
And that other movie that he made that he
I've
was
never
only there
watched
for, like,
Fruitvale
10
Station
minutes.
twice. So
The movie with the little black boy who had like found the random alien space gun.
gun.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
You
I
talking
saw
about
something-
Chronicle?
No, not
Chronicle, huh?
Chronicle. No, it's like this little
He was
black
good
boy
in
who
Chronicle.
finds this
He was
like
great
random
in
space
Chronicle.
gun. He was good in Chronicle, but he like is fighting like these alien characters who are trying to come back and get their weapon. And then Michael B. Jordan comes to like the very end of the movie, and he's like the future version of the little boy. He's like,
Black Panther?
no, I'm gonna find this movie.
That was
Please shut
hilarious.
up.
No, we gonna find it.
He was Killmonger.
Oh my gosh,
I
no.
was
He
being
knows-
funny.
He
That's
was
probably his.
He
That's
was in the movie for like 10 minutes, but there's supposed to be another one.
Just Mercy.
Just-
That's the name
No,
of it.
that's
That's
Come
not.
on, bro. That was
He was
that
he was a
clear
good
joke.
he was good.
Space
In,
Jam: A New Legacy.
he was
Stop.
good in Just Mercy.
What was the name of the movie? I have never seen Just
Ken.
Mercy. I still need to watch that.
It's Ken.
Yes.
I found it.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, ain't nobody ever heard of that. With that being said,
Yeah, I ain't never
It was
heard
a
of that.
decent movie, actually.
Ashton, if I ain't heard of it, then we know ain't nobody
Stop.
ever.
I definitely
be
ain't heard
honest.
of it. If Emmanuel ain't heard of it,
On the comment,
I was looking at the picture and I'm like, what is this?
On the
I
comment-
just saw a kid with a gun and I was like, okay, I was expecting it to be a black kid.
Oh, actually, I think I
He
know
is a black
what.
kid.
It is a black
I know
kid.
the
wasn't black
movie
in the
you're
picture I
talking
saw?
about, but
What
I know what she's talking about, but I
Oh,
didn't
what's
watch
the
it.
name in this movie? Hey, boo.
Oh
Her.
my gosh.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
She about to be in the Batman, my most anticipated movie for this year, along with The Northman, Killers of the Flower Moon.
I'm be honest.
Spider-Man. Great
Spider-Man
movie.
across the-
We've all seen it.
Spider-Verse.
Yes, we've all seen Spider-Man.
Yes.
Okay.
Turn up.
Spoiler
Talking
alert.
about
I'm
his
just
acting
kidding.
really quickly. I have never watched Fruitvale Station twice, so
Ever.
Well, most people don't.
Well, are you saying that?
I feel
'cause
like
he
we
was a
need
good
to find
actor
like
in that,
a
or?
real
Yes.
thing to like
that was this.
All you had to
end
do was
on.
die.
Like we're about to end, but like we just
Nah, bro.
You don't have a question?
He acted really well.
well like a rapid question that I usually have.
Yeah.
I had thought of one earlier today, and so I was like, I have one, and then I forgot it, and I've been trying to remember it ever since then, and I just
Can't
can't.
remember.
Would you
I-
rather talk to your future self or your past self?
I've been
Oh, I
seeing
seen
that
a
question
comment
go
that
around.
said, I think you sent me that. Did you send me that?
I probably did.
One of y'all sent it to
You
me.
sent it to me.
I sent. Oh,
I would
he
definitely
sent it
say
to you.
my
then I
past
sent it to
self.
I would say my future self because if you choose to talk to your future self chose to talk to you as your past self.
How we know we both having to make that decision?
Now you asking other questions.
That's a good point and a good follow-up question. I would choose my future self
My future
because
self.
I, like any age me, right? I already know what he's gonna ask me. Does it get better? And I don't have the answer he needs because the answer he needs is yes, and I am no better. So I need to
Why your
talk to
past
somebody.
self?
Now, if I talk to my future self
I
and
don't
he
wanna
give me the
spoil
same
it.
thing, it's the same vibe. If I'm
So what are you gonna tell your past self?
I don't know. Probably avoid like 10 different niggas. Like, fix my life. I don't know. We give her something
Oh
good.
my
Terry
God.
John.
Like, don't go to college. Like, something else.
Hey,
If I talk to my past self, I would be like, yo,
But
life is cool right now.
I guess
but
a
we're
caveat
still
to that
broke.
would be: can I change something from the past if I talk to my past self?
No.
Then
Nah, I think it's
Sure.
just about encouragement or like.
I
Oh,
don't
if it
want
was
to.
just talking then.
change-
I don't want to talk to my past self because then I won't remember it.
I don't know. I don't want to talk to my future
True.
self
Oh, so you
because
know
I don't
it
know.
now.
Unless it's
Exactly.
like a very short time limit to where they can't give me like full details on stuff,
Why
but
would
like
you not
little
want full
hints.
details?
Because
Yeah,
I want to
like,
be surprised.
Exactly. I don't
Y'all-
want to spoil it.
I wanna
Surprises
experience life.
are stupid. Surprises are the worst aspect of life. I want to know everything.
See, I
Choreograph
can't
this
know
for me.
everything. I'm
Truman
not
show
made
my
for
life.
that.
Someone.
No, because what if, hey, bro, it's gonna take you about 30 more years. Now you're sick. I'll be
You
sick
think
to
I
my
would
stomach.
wait? If my future me told me it's gonna take 30 more years, he'd start evaporating. Because best believe the choice we
So,
made.
like-
You don't exist no more, famo. I'm not waiting 30 years to
No.
feel fulfillment. It's a dub.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
like, I don't-
30 years for what? Like to be famous or like just to be like at a place where it's
And
just
see,
like,
that's why I need a time limit.
Yeah,
so
like,
like
I
I'm
can't-
left on something because he's fading away, and I'm like, wait.
because my whole thing
No.
is if it doesn't change anything, then give me all the details.
Yeah.
Because I'm still gonna end up doing it. And so I'm just like now, but also I'm not big on surprises anyways.
I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sorry.
I have Uncrustables at the crib.
I don't like Crustables though. That's so weird.
It's not Uncrustables.
He said
It's
Uncrustable.
I don't like them either.
Wow.
You said either like the first
It's Uncrustable, yeah.
Yeah, Crustables
It's in
don't.
existence.
Crustables are just
What?
regular PB&J's. bro.
Every
It's a
sandwich
sandwich.
made.
is a Crustable.
I'm gonna stop talking.
With that being
I feel
said,
like I took Hannah's place for the clickbait
Oh
today.
my god. That's
with
funny.
that being said, you already know what it is, man. It's the YSO Podcast by the youth, for the
man.
youth, being the voice of the youth by giving the voice to the youth. It's the outro, and that means that I'm giving you my social
am I
media. You
sitting
can
like that?
follow me
What?
on Instagram at thevillain.5390. You can follow me on Twitter at RIP Lyons. You can follow me on TikTok at the Goon of June. And you can listen to my music. Oh, is this the first
Yes.
podcast since the Villain Pack came out?
I think so.
Or
I
have we done one
believe.
since
I think it. No.
I think it's
No?
the second.
No. Yeah, it is the second.
then? Oh, okay, then yeah, y'all know about the Villain Pack. Go run it up. New
I mean,
music
that-
soon, new content soon, new everything soon, new me soon.
New year, new you.
No,
If you made it this far, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Like, come on, subscribe.
It really is
Comment
free.
down below. I'll be replying to all of the comments personally. So, comment.
After that episode, they might not want you.
Oh man,
Yeah. They're gonna come for you a little bit.
that's fine.
you did
That's why
give
I'll
a
be
lot
re-
of revelations.
That's why
You
I'll
wanna
be
with a
replying to
little
the
woman, You
comments.
only got on TikTok for the buzzer challenge.
But that's what the people want. They want transparency. They don't want me to
true.
lie to them.
I guess.
So
That's
yes,
true.
comment, like, subscribe. Comment, like, subscribe. Hit the bell, so you get the notification when we post these videos. Huh? Say it again.
We don't know
Say it
what you're
again.
saying.
I am the controller.
even
No, I'm just
see.
kidding. That's a battle rap reference. Comment, like, subscribe. Please subscribe. It's free. It helps us out a lot when you like and comment on the videos. It helps the algorithms. Please
This
watch
man's
the
about to say
videos
agriculture.
in its entirety. We really, really, really appreciate it. Go follow the Instagram at YSO underscore.
No, Instagram is YSO
YSO.
Podcast. Twitter is YSO _podcast.
What he just said.
And also, like, if you watch the whole thing, leave some feedback. Like, let us know what you like, what type of content you like. If you like when we just be talking off the walls, if you missed the themed episodes, you know
Unless you
what I mean?
a
They're
hater.
coming back
Agenda.
anyways, but still,
If
maybe.
you a hater, don't comment at all.
No, comment.
No comment.
Fine with haters commenting.
Comment, because it helps the algorithm too. Just comment. You can comment anything. But yeah, do all of that. My Instagram will be in the description because I'm not telling
I
you.
don't want to say it no more. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ashton Gates with 2 S's.
2 S's.
You can follow me on Instagram
I'm
at
gonna
_skip
change
to
my
my
Instagram
shoe.
name.
You can also follow me. You can also follow me on Twitter at _skip to my shoe. You can also
Megan the
go on
Stallion's
Apple
fan
Music.
page just followed me. Sorry.
Megan Thee Stallion.
It's like your 5th time
Her
cutting me
fan
off.
page.
I
I'm
ain't
so
said nothing
sorry.
until just now.
I'm
But
so sorry.
anyway,
I love you, bro.
speaking of, I don't even remember what I said before this, but let's talk about music. Finally, Distro Kid decided to release my EP
it's out
that I
now?
just decided to
We
drop.
live.
Add it
So,
to my Apple Music.
For the moment, 2.
Go ahead,
Christopher Nah.
name the names that they just said. It is called For the Moment 2 EP. It's 4 songs. It's me
I cannot spell.
on my in a chair looking up like this with purple light. So if you're
For the moment.
looking for it, there you go.
It look like that.
For
It's
the
probably
moment,
glare off my
too.
phone, but who cares?
You gotta scroll down.
Edited.
Appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Edited.
My
Sure. But thank you for
gun titles. What up?
tuning in and doing what you do. And
You already
being
know
who
what it
you
is.
are. Being who you guys are. 'Cause we love you.
5390 the Mafia.
You feel me?
Don't come outside unless you ready to get hit.
But
Bow. Shout out K Flock. I need to get that Montclair off him.
What? He in prison?
I know.
Well, he in jail right now.
I can hear evidence.
What?
Bow.
Everything about what you just said. Intrinsically a problem.
The realest, best podcast in the game.